This is Chuck Walker with Point 5 Digital, Southeastern Termite and Pest Control, and Certified Carpet Cleaners and Restoration. We're here tonight as the South Gibson Hornets take on the Trinity Christian Academy Lions, and I've pulled a Lion fan from the stands here. This is Chuck Juan Carlos Wilson. Chuck and I are actually really good friends here. So Chuck, I've seen the past three games, obviously, that South Gibson's played, and we're 2-1 coming into this game. We looked good against Camden, had a late fourth quarter comeback win against Camden. We've looked really good against Chester County and slowing down a very explosive offense. And then last week, we really got manhandled, for lack of a better word. We got manhandled by Martin Westview from their physical play on the offensive and defensive line. What can you tell the listeners and viewers at home about Trinity Christian Academy?
Well, Trinity's got a great offense. As you probably know, their quarterback, Kyle Aiken, has been awesome all year in all three games. The first game they played against St. George's, it was a last-minute victory. I guess they were an underdog that game, and they pulled it out in overtime. Second game was a blowout win versus USJ. He was spectacular in that game.
Tell us, I want to kind of take these games play by play, because a lot of our viewers on Hornet Vision haven't seen Trinity play. That first game against St. George's, what was that, a home game, away game? What was that like?
That was a home game. I think the score was like 38-35, something like that.
Okay. All right. Well, and the game against USJ, I know that's a big across-town rival just right down the road here. That was a 35-0 game. That was 35-0 at half. What should we look for tonight as South Gibson? Should we look for a lot of passes, a lot of running? What does Trinity do? They mix it up really well?
A lot of zone read plays with Goldsmith and James Bond, and a lot of passes, very accurate passes.
Yeah. Well, I do know this. Talking to Coach Stedham today, talking to our seniors, this is going to be a game that, coming off a loss, this is a tough game to come back from, coming off a loss. You're going to have to, your defensive backs, you're going to have to stay in protection. You're going to have to stay in coverage. Our defensive and offensive line is going to have to play a lot better. And I really think for South Gibson to pull out the win tonight, obviously, we're going to have to control the ball. Those are all things that Coach Stedham talked to about today, about on the coach's interview, about having to do today to do it. What are some things that Trinity has worked on this week, and what tell us about the Adamsville game, which is the most recent game there for Trinity.
The Adamsville game was just a tough game, and they pulled it out with their offense. Their offense finally started coming through, and Kyle Aiken again had a great game. Defense held up. They were way bigger than Trinity was.
Right.
But, they ended up pulling the game out. I mean, you got to give a lot of credit to the defense in that game. They held Adamsville at the end of the game and pulled it out.
Yeah, that's a huge win. That's what you call a signature win, looking back on it. Even in a Week 2 game, a win against Adamsville is a big win. Well, we're excited to be here with the South Gibson Hornets. We're excited to see. We love the facilities. I'm going to go ahead. I thank you, Chuck, for coming out here. We hope to see you again during halftime. We're going to hand the mic over and here to Chris Smith. Looks like we got the captains here for the South Gibson Hornets and for the Trinity Christian Lions coming out here. Chris, our captains tonight, we don't have a good view on them right now. What do you think, Chris, as we get ready to play this game? What do you think that South Gibson's got to do tonight? We've heard a lot coming into this about Trinity's passing game. We've heard a lot about the zone reads and the spread that they run. What do you think we have to do tonight to come out of here with a victory?
Well, the number one thing that we're going to have to do, Chuck, is we're going to have to control the ball. The number one thing that we got to do, Chuck, is control the ball. We've got to keep the time of the possession in our favor. If we don't, this could be a long game for us. What do you think, Chuck?
Yeah, I know. I agree with that. We've got to controlling the ball against a potent offense is very important to what we do, and then that's going to equal success. Now, I tell you something else that's going to happen is our line's going to have to play extremely physical. One of the things is coming off a loss. It's not the end of the world. It's like Coach Stedham said today. It's a Week 2 loss. It's not a playoff loss, right? You get to play again. You get to live again, and sometimes a loss can motivate you. And Jay, as I see last week, Martin Westview had a tough loss against Huntington, and they came out. They were the more motivated team last week, Jay, and they really manhandled us and out-physicaled us on both sides of the ball. So sometimes, I'm hoping that South Gibson, goes in, and Coach Stedham said today they looked at the tape more than they've ever looked at it, the first few games of the season. So, I'm hoping that comes out, and we're a lot more aggressive than we've been in the past. What do you think, Jay?
Usually when a team takes a tough loss the previous week, they get a little bit more focused during practice that week and come out with a little more vigor and a little more excitement, and also feel they have something to prove again. And I feel like South Gibson will come out this week and they will be a little more focused on this ball game at hand, and realize, with Trinity Christian, that they're a quality opponent, and they'll play their keys properly. They will play the run possibly a little better, be a little more physical up front. And with a team like Trinity, who is a little bit more of a finesse type team, it's more of a basketball on grass. If you hit them in the mouth early and often, it tends to throw them off their game plan.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's probably what Coach Stidham has implemented this week for South Gibson.
Yeah, well, today in the coach's interview, he said, this is one of the most physical weeks that we've had so far this year at practice. And that's what you got to do. You got to have a physical week. And Stephen, can you imagine? I know your son, Caleb Rich, he's one of my favorites to watch at the middle school right now, Stephen. Could you imagine what his week at practice would be like this week, coming off a tough loss like that?
I don't know. I don't know that I want to say it, quite honestly, to tell you the truth. And
yeah.
As far as this game and where I think this game is going, I think we're going to see a whole lot of this one person, his number 18, Austin Elder. I think he is going to have an outstanding game. I think he's going to pound it and pound it and pound it and pound it.
You got to control the ball here. And it's funny you bring that up. I talked to Austin today for our senior spotlight. Austin Elder and Austin Moore. All right, we're about to have our pregame prayer, and we're going to have our national anthem. You're not going to pick this conversation up in a minute. We're going to let the fans listen to this. We're going to hold the microphones up.
Our national anthem will be sung by Trinity sophomore Miss Anna Warnock.
Let us pray. Lord, tonight as we gather here on this beautiful evening, we first and foremost thank you for this day and your creation, and Lord, this evening of football. We pray especially for our guests tonight from South Gibson. We thank you that you gave them safe travels here, Lord. We pray that they may have safe travels home tonight after this game. Lord, we thank you for both of these schools and what they mean to their respective communities, Lord. I pray that you be with the administration in both schools as they lead these young people and make an impact in their lives. Lord, we pray for the students that they are learning, getting the education that you desire them to have. And Lord, tonight these student athletes that's on this field, Lord, may you protect them and keep them safe. May they play the game with integrity. May they play with sportsmanship. May they play with a lot of passion and enthusiasm, not only just for themselves, Lord, but more importantly to honor you with the abilities you blessed them with. We pray for our officiating crew tonight that you protect them and give them wisdom as they make calls. And Lord, as us as fans and spectators, Lord, may you give us self-control tonight and cheer our team on. For tonight and foremost, may everything that is said and done bring honor and glory to you. We pray this in Jesus' name. Amen.
Oh, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight
Wow, that was impressive. That was impressive.
That was impressive. And Stephen, picking up on you and I's conversation here, I got an opportunity to interview Austin Elder today. And, man, when I was sitting by him, he sat right next to me in the senior spotlight. Let me tell you, as I was talking to him, something you don't see on tape is his leg was tapping. I said, Austin, man, I've loved calling your number out this year. You know why? Because you go up the middle. You don't go to the left. You don't go to the right. You go up the middle, Austin. He was tapping his leg. He said, I like to hit. And that's what it's like you said, Stephen. That's what it's going to take tonight. It's going to take hit. It's going to take a lot of hit because this is an offensive that's explosive. They can score 7 points in 4 or 5 plays here. So you're going to have ball control. You're going to have to get the ugly yards, the 5, the 6, the 8 yards at a time. Right. It's not going to have to be 80-yard pass here.
To be honest with you, I think the team that wins. To be honest with you, I think the team that wins the time of possession battle and the turnover battle, I think that's going to make the key in this game.
Yeah.
Because we both have potent offenses.
Yeah.
And I think the key to it's going to be time of possession and running the football, controlling the clock, and keeping keeping Trinity's offense on the sideline, not on the field.
Yeah, no, absolutely. You know, here come your South Gibson Hornets guys, and I can tell you, just talking to Coach Stedman today, talking to Austin Elder, to Austin Moore, and again with Drake Owens, there's a focus in their eye. You know, you never want to lose a game if you can win one, but losing a game it's not the end of the world, right? Martin Westview came off a tough loss to Huntington. They came out and they out-physicaled us last week. There's no way to put it, right? I can't sugarcoat that for you guys. I'm going to be honest with you. I owe you that. I'm hoping we can come out and out-physical Trinity tonight. Chris, what do you think coming into this?
I mean, I agree with Steven. Ball control wins this game. This is definitely a game that the ball control is – you're going to have to keep the time of possession on your side to have a shot in this game. Quite frankly, the quarterback and the offense for this team are quite potent, and I mean, you give them a chance, they're going to score. What do you think, Jay?
I think you're exactly correct there. Something I am noticing that I think South Gibson definitely has an advantage with is the amount of players that aren't as interchangeable. Looks like Trinity Christian is pretty slight on the sideline. Looks like they're going to be playing both ways. If South Gibson handles the football on offense and keeps the defense on the field, and then those kids have to switch sides and have long drives, I think in the second half you'll see a tired team. And that's where South Gibson could really stretch this game out and take it to the Trinity Christian lines, even if they're not ahead at halftime, have a chance to win this ball game.
I agree with you. Hey, what about the crowd that South Gibson brought?
That's a great crowd. You're looking at a team that has made this track over here to their stadium and filled up the opposing stands and come over to the home side to take up some seats. So it's a wonderful crowd tonight.
All right. Brings it out to about the 38, Chuck. Yeah. That was a good return.
Yeah, that's a nice return. And, and that's the one thing, Chris, you and I have talked about it so much on this point 0.5 digital broadcast. And, one of the things that I like South Gibson to improve on, and they're getting better with it, is that kickoff, man. That's one of the things that's forgotten. That's important. That's a difference between this ball starting on the 38 and this ball starting on the 22.
I mean, it's crazy. I don't know why we can't find a kicker that can get the ball down the field.
It's a tough part of the game, but you know what? It goes unnoticed when it's going good, but when it's not going good, guys, you can't just line anybody up there and kick the ball.
Basically, they've won field possession right now. If they go 3 and out, I mean, basically the ball's on our end of the field.
Yeah. Well, here comes number 7 for Trinity. We see a lot of them. Wow! He had number 7. Kyle Aiken had that guy open all day long. That was number 11 there. That was Grant Revere. He should have had that ball. That is not on Kyle Aiken. That's a nice pass. And let me tell you, that's a good tight spiral. That's as good as I planned on seeing that one right there. That kid he's as good as what we hear about.
He is. I mean, but the kid was wide open, Chuck.
Yeah,
I mean, I think we're going to have to drop into a nickel and.
Oh wow, we're offsides there. It's an offsides call. It looks like on a tackle. That's number 25, if I believe right. Is that Stephen Armstrong?
With a team like this is when you rush 3, drop 8.
Absolutely. We talked to Chuck Wilson, who's an avid TCA fan, earlier before the pregame, and he said, it's not a spread option, a lot of read option here. I think they're going to throw the ball a lot. Looks like they're setting up trips on the right here. You got a single back out on the left. Well, we got a false start here on Trinity. We'll get that penalty back here. Let's see what's going on. It sets up 2nd and 5 here. We got a false start on the offense. That'll back that back up. We're looking at 2nd and 10 coming up.
I mean, I can see them throwing 8 out of 10 times, 8 out of 10 plays, Chuck.
Well, and this Kyle Aiken, we hear so much about him. Do we know how old he is here? Let's look at our sheet here, Chris. Looks like to me that he's a junior.
Wow.
How nice would it be having this kid for 2 years? You know, man. Trinity's got a nice facility. They got a nice program here. There's absolutely nobody, nothing better than have a junior quarterback throwing the ball down the field a lot.
We got trips out to the right.
Here we go.
Little screen.
Got a trip screen pass on second down. You're going to bring up. That's going to be a nice first down pass there. You're going to have to hit that receiver. That's a 2-yard catch, and that's a 10-yard run.
You got to hit him immediately. You're going to hit him immediately. You know, the thing about that is right there is we cannot continue to give up 10, 12 yards of play.
No, it's going to be a long night. If we're going to give up the short gain 10, 12 yards at a time, it's going to be a long night for South Gibson.
Hey, Chuck, they're going no huddle.
Yeah, they are. Well, you know what? I think they got the right guy behind there to run it. You know, this Kyle Aiken, man, I've heard a lot about him, and so far so good first couple of plays. Wow, that's right there on the money.
Spot on.
Wow, 14-yard gain. Give him another first down.
Just to tell you, there's not a lot of high school quarterbacks that can do that, Chuck. Not consistently.
Yeah, no, he's not. He's zipping it down the field. And, sometimes, Chris, you and I will talk earlier in the week. We'll talk to the guys at WNWS. We'll talk to Dan. We'll talk to Bass. We'll talk to a couple other people. And sometimes some of these kids are overblown a little bit. But right now, number 7, Kyle Aiken, first few drives of the game, he looks like the real deal.
Man, I hope that.
Wow, we got another false start here, guys. What are we doing?
Got to watch the ball.
Yeah, that's on number 25 again, Stephen Armstrong. And, man, you got to be aggressive in a game like this. I like what we're thinking. I just don't like our execution right now.
I think he was playing. No, he's a little undersized to be a defensive nose guard, isn't he?
Well, that's a good call, but maybe they're thinking the speed and the size can shoot through the middle there, maybe cause a little ruckus in the backfield. All right, we see our first run play here. This looks like this is number 3 for Trinity Christian. It's a nice gain. It looks like Andrew Goldsmith there, number 3. Andrew's a sophomore. One thing is we're going through the roster sheet here for Trinity. I don't see a whole lot of kids listed on here, but I see a whole lot of young kids, don't you?
I do. Look, I'm looking through and I see 3 or 4 seniors. I mean, it's going to be a very young team.
It's not a bad time to be a Trinity line so far. I can tell you that right now. Had a big win over USJ, big win over Adamsville, big win over St. George. That's number 3 again with the carry. Looks like he's going to be blocked up this time by a couple of your South Gibson Hornets.
What do you think he got? A couple of you on that one?
Yeah, he may have got 1 or 2 there. That's what we're going to have. That's that zone read we're going to have. We're going to have to block that up. I got a feeling we're going to see a pass here, though.
To give us a shot in this game, we're going to have to rotate a lot of players in and out and keep legs fresh.
Yeah, they're going straight no huddle here. I think they got nothing but faith in number 7, Kyle Aiken, and I don't blame them. Kyle looks like he's going to keep this. Let's get him, guys. Come on, let's hit him. Wow. He hits the corner there. He's close to a first down.
That's a nice run, Chuck.
It is. And he's not exactly fleet of foot, but when you got a quarterback that's got an arm like that, he's going to throw the ball, so you always got to kind of be back. You can't rush up on him.
Chuck, did you notice they passed the ball, 4 or 5 times in a row, back to back? Now they just ran the ball 3 times in a row, back to back? Are they going to air it out right here in the corner of the end zone?
That's a great call, Stephen. I'm with you there, and I think you're 100% right. Here we go. Number 7, Aiken sets up in the backfield. Handoff there. He's going to keep it. No, it's a keeper. He's in.
He got in.
Yeah, he's got in. He reached that over. Touchdown Lions. That just took a couple of minutes.
That is not a good way to start the game for the South Gibson Hornets.
No, it's not. That's not what you want. Coming off a loss, you really want to see a more physical line. You want to see some pushing back and forth. You want to see a lot more than what that was. But, again, we got pushed back. And I tell you, Trinity came out with a good game plan. Throwing the ball like they did right there is the right call to start that off.
Well, also, I think something that's not gonna bode well.
Nice kick.
Something's not going to bode well for South Gibson this week is I don't remember us seeing a passing attack like this before.
No, I don't either. This passing attack is good and vicious. Jay, I mean, you're our halftime correspondent, but we're going to bring you in here with 9 minutes and 32 seconds left in the first quarter. What did we just witness?
We witnessed a well-polished quarterback is what we witnessed. Junior quarterback. He is a second, possibly even played some of his freshman year as well. So, I mean, this isn't his first rodeo. But what I'll tell you is he's hitting those little deep out routes. He's hitting the intermediate routes, the bubble screens. They've got, right now, had South Gibson a little bit on their heels right there. Now, when 11 is set up in the backfield, it's definitely a run play.
Right.
And obviously they're showing that the quarterback can keep it. Now, whenever he keeps it, we've got to hit him in the mouth.
No, absolutely right, Jay, and I appreciate Jay. Jay's down there on the sideline for us. He's giving us a different perspective of what things look like, and good gosh, Chris, man, this isn't the start that I wanted to start tonight out.
That's a tough start, Chuck.
Here we go. We got to make something happen here. It'd be nice to have a good kickoff return.
Wow,
good kick. That's a nice leg.
Wow, look at that.
Wow, go on and put that down there. Wow, that's a smart idea to let that drop. That's our man number 4, Garrett Lashley. Garrett's one of our favorites here at Point 5 Digital and on Hornet Vision, Chris.
And he showed up week after week after week, Chuck. He's just consistent. He's a good player, good all-around athlete. Hopefully we're going to get to see a lot of him tonight because if we don't, this could be a long game.
Well, guys, I tell you what right now, if you're enjoying listening to this, you're enjoying watching it, either live or archived, you need to thank our sponsors. One of my favorite sponsors is my main man, Steven, right here. He's our camera guy. He gives us some information time to time. He's at the Wireless Dimension in the mall. Everybody in the world's got a phone. That means everybody in the world needs Steven Rich in their life at Wireless Dimensions in the mall. Wow, that's a nice run here. Come on, man. Come on. Hit that corner. Look here. Good. That's another one of our favorites. That's Chris Calderon. You know what? 5 and 6 yards all day long. I'll take that. We all take that all night?
All day, every play.
Absolutely. I'll take that.
And that's another guy that's just showed up consistently is Calderon.
Yeah, Calderon and Lashley and Austin Elder. Those are 3 names, and Hayden Lewis. Those are 3 or 4 names you need to remember. We're on the offensive side of the ball, and you know what? I'd be remiss to not throw out this gentleman's name right here. How about Aaron Reed, guys? You want a little Aaron Reed in your life?
We do.
There we go. Nice pitch here. Come on, baby. Come on. Hit it hard. Come on. Oh. Hey.
That's a bad pitch there. Held him up just for a second, just long enough for that defense to key on him.
And this is a tough call here. Something I saw here. Hayden, go on and throw that block. You're going to throw that pitch, throw that block. I think we had 4 or 5 yards down the field. You ain't got to knock the guy on his bottom, but you got to at least throw a block long enough to let my man hit 2 or 3 yard gain there. That's a tough play.
You know what we need? We need Austin right down the middle right here.
Yeah, Austin right down the middle, 3 and 4. Interviewed him today, guys. If y'all hadn't watched the look in my man's eye, Austin Elder, on the Senior Spotlight today, get on the YouTube channel of Hornet Vision and check that out right now. Let's go. Come on, Hayden. Come on, baby. Come on, push.
All right, I think we got a first down there, Chuck.
It's going to be close.
Let me tell you, that was a good, hard run.
Nice spin. One thing that we don't talk about enough with Hayden is the spinning that he does every week. He stopped, and then he spins for another yard. The difference between a yard and a football game is a lot. That's
a game of inches.
Hey, it's a game of inches. It's a first down or it's a 4th down, and right there it's a first down. Good job, Hayden.
I'd like to see you, Hayden, air it out right here.
Yeah, me too. Looks like we don't have anybody deep, no deep safeties here. We're still going to run it, maybe do a little pitch. Good job, Hayden. 3 or 4 all the time.
Hey, but you know what I like about this possession right here?
Yep.
We are controlling the clock. First down, it took us 3 or 4 plays to get the first down. You know what that did? That took minutes away from their offense.
Yeah. Absolutely, it took minutes away, and that's what Coach Stedham said today in the interview is, you got to control the ball. I don't think he's looking to score every single drive. I think he's looking for ball control.
It's hard to argue with that. It really is. I think he's going to execute his game plan. His game plan is to pound this rock, and he's done it.
There we go. There's that little Aaron Reed.
There you go.
Fighting for a couple extra yards, which we like. I'm telling you, man, that kid right there has got potential to play at the next level. He's just got to continue to work hard, get better. He's got all the skills. He's got all the abilities. He just needs to put it all together.
Yeah, that's a super nice grab there by. And you're going to see him. He's going to get double teamed every game, right? The fact that we know his name doesn't mean that not everybody else knows his name. It's going to get double teamed. We're going to have to do that. We're going to have to run, pass.
There you go. Just control the clock.
Exactly.
Keep their offense off the field.
That's right. Here we go. We're staying in the shotgun. We've been staying in the shotgun all year.
There we go. That was Elder, and he was running downhill.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, Chuck, what did he tell you today in the Senior Spotlight interview? What was the thing that stood out to me?
One of the things that stood out to you and to me
that we talked about.
He likes to run up the middle. He likes to hit.
Yeah,
right. I don't think he's one of these that's looking for a hole as much as he's looking to make a hole.
What did he tell you, though? He said, if you get in my way, you're going to pay the price. Is that right?
You're going to pay the price. And that's right. You may knock him back a little bit, but you're going to at least know that he's there. And when you got a kid that runs hard up the middle, there's not a lot else you want in high school football. I was nothing but impressed with Austin Moore and Austin Elder. And then my main man, Drake Owens. Drake, one of the things I want to say right now is Drake's going to be doing a lot of work for us at Hornet Vision. It's on YouTube. We got the website up and coming. Southeastern Termite Pest Control, certified carpet cleaners, and wireless dimensions. They're all bringing you the website that's coming quick. But we're going to have all things Medina. We're going to have Medina City Football League. We're going to have all your band competitions. We're going to have interviews every week with your coaches, with your band directors, with your senior spotlights. So, guys, if you're enjoying what you're watching now, there's a lot more to come coming up. So I'd like you all to click on the Hornet Vision 38355. Here we go. Still staying with the shotgun, one in the backfield. Tight end in it. Got a man in motion here.
Oh, no. 2 penalties in a row.
Wow. What are we looking at here? We're looking at second 11.
We're looking at not
good. 5. Yeah, we're going to have false start. We're going to back it up 5 more. Second and 16 against a good Trinity defense. You know, that's something that we don't talk a lot about. USJ beat Southside the first game of the season by 20 or 30 points.
Yeah,
and then they come back the next game and get shut down by Trinity 35-0. And that was the score at half. Trinity's defense it's not just all about the offense here, guys.
It's not about the offense. The offense is the number one aspect of their game.
Yeah.
They play good defense as well.
I agree completely. Well, here we go. We got second and a long ways going up here. We need something big to happen here. You don't have to get it all in one play, but you need to get a few here. Come on, Austin. Let's go.
Hayden.
That's Hayden, yeah, I'm sorry. Hayden gets back close to the original line of scrimmage, yeah.
I mean, I looked there, and I thought he had a couple potential receivers open, though, that maybe he didn't see.
Yeah, it's tough, man. Guys are closing in on you. You know, you're throwing it on the run, and that's something that not a lot of quarterbacks can do, especially high school quarterbacks, but I'm just talking about quarterbacks in general. Throwing on the run is one of the toughest things that I've seen, you know, to be honest. You don't see a lot of people do that.
No, it's very, very difficult for a receiver to throw on the run, especially on their opposite side.
Yeah. Yo, I agree. What nice facilities we have today here at Trinity, man. They're got beautiful.
Man, we were lucky enough to have a tour of the field house before the season started,
wow,
Chuck.
Beautiful.
Unbelievable.
Let's go right here. Looks like quarterback keeper. We're going to pick up a couple. I think we're just playing field position here, looks like.
I think so. So
brings up 4th and, 7, 6?
Yeah, we ran about 4 or 5 minutes off the clock, so maybe that was a wing-in, Chuck.
Yeah, that's right. That's exactly right. You know, it's not going to be a score every time you have the ball kind of game here. You know, it's a chess match, right? You're not, you know what I mean? It's a chess match. It's field position. Well, they didn't get the field position on the opening kickoff. Maybe they got it there with a long drive.
I'm going to feel a little bit better about the chess match if we can stop them on this series.
Well, that's a good point. Nice punt there.
Oh, that beautiful punt.
Kind of hangs for a minute. Let's see what happens. It doesn't take either bounce. It goes straight out. Looks about the 19-yard line. We're going to see where we spot this.
Man, I'm telling you right now, you're going to have to rush 3, drop 8 because the kid he's fantastic.
Yeah, no, I'm absolutely 100% with you there. Jay, what are you seeing down on the sidelines?
Well,
are they big, Jay? I mean, standing next to them?
I think they're pretty average size, about like our team is. No giants down there, but they're a disciplined ball team. Let
me ask you this: you're closer to them. Are you watching them rotate in and out, or are they playing basically both guys going both ways?
Playing both ways. I think that's what you'll see the whole game. They get their athletes on offense and defense. Obviously, as you see here, another shot across the middle, great tackle. But as far as
what a hit.
That's a great hit. But defensively, they're playing their keys properly. They're not giving up any great lanes, and maybe going vertical might be something that South Gibson needs to try to do next time.
Definitely.
Wow, this guy, Kyle Aiken's kid, man.
He's spot on. Continuous.
Nobody's as good as you hear, but he might be. You know what I mean?
How big is the guy, Chuck?
Chris, let's look it up. Kyle Aikens there. He's number 7, 6'2". He's a tall 6'2". Wow, that's a nice run here. Good cuts. Nice linebacker. Hey, he's out. Going. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's
a little attitude. Number 6 had a little attitude. Somebody needs to put him on his back, Chuck.
Yeah, that's. You know what? But why not? When you drive the ball down and then you hold them to a midfield gain there. It's not bad to have a little swagger. Who number 6 there on the carry? Was that James Bond?
James Bond.
Yeah,
James Bond.
Yeah, nice carry here, boy. Trinity is. They're looking as good as advertised here, especially on offense.
I'd like to see a linebacker drop back and lay somebody straight out.
Yeah, no, me too, man. That's what it's going to take, guys. We're not going to finesse our way out of this game. We're going to need something to happen here. My man has missed one pass today, and the only reason he's missed it is because the guy dropped it. That's Kyle Aiken to number 26 right here. Number 26 on the roster is Chase Diggs. Nice grab.
I mean, but look, I could be a receiver on this offense, Chuck.
No, I agree with you completely. Anybody could be a receiver right now.
I mean, the guy is spot on. He's unbelievable. I could be a receiver in this offense.
Yeah, no, I agree completely. Gosh, come on, guys, let's step it up right here. Need a win here. This is a good time to pick one off, right?
A real good time to pick one off. Like I said, they just need to stop.
Atkins is
there
back.
There we go.
It's another pass, number 26. He's shaking and begging. He's still 3-4 yards.
You know what? Maybe if we
run.
continually hit him over and over and over and over.
Yeah, I tell you what, one of the guys I'd like to thank tonight for making a lot of this possible is Mr. Tim November. Tim, you're with .5 Digital. You're very instrumental in finding the talent for tonight. Chris and myself and Stephen Rich.
I'm telling you what, finding you three, that was a miracle.
You didn't really look very hard, did you?
Just you showed up on my doorstep.
Yeah, that's exactly right. First people you called. First incomplete pass tonight from number 7, Kyle Lake. Let me tell you what, Tim, you watched a lot of high school football. One of the things, you're one of the most modest guys I know, but you helped train Jabari Greer. One of the things, when I met Jabari, he said, you know what, you want your kid to get faster, you take him with Tim November. Tim, you've seen a lot of high school football in your time. I know both your boys were players. What about this quarterback here, number 7 for Trinity? What about Kyle Aiken?
He's one of the top recruits in the state, and when you watch him, he's really cool. He reminds you of Jake Overby.
Yeah.
USJ.
Yeah.
And he reads well, and they run this. The pass options, what they do, and he does a great job of it. As a young kid, he'll be back for next year.
Yeah, I know.
So he's not going anywhere. And but I'll tell you what, high school football, just the platform of high school football is fantastic stuff, and you can't beat this. And if you have a kid, this is where you want him, on a football field somewhere down the line.
That's exactly right. Well, Medina people, if you guys like watching us on .5digital.com, you need to break off a phone call to my man Tim November. It's tnovember@WNWS.com. Send him an email and thank him. He's one of the brains for making this possible. We certainly appreciate Tim and everything he does for us here at Hornet Vision. Chris, it's like Tim said, the kid's got another year, and I hope he does great. I just wish
that's scary because the kid's going to get better from his junior or senior year.
Yeah.
I mean, he's already completed about 8 or 9 passes.
Yeah, he's throwing a good tight ball. It's not that loose mess that you see sometimes. He's a real deal.
All right, so we got a 3rd and long here after the penalty.
Yeah, here we go. Wow.
Look at that. Beautiful.
Oh, he overshot him a little bit. And that's a big stop there. That brings up 4th and what we call, Stephen, we're going to call that 8. What are we going to call that?
Yeah, 4th and 8.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, that is a huge, huge play, but it wasn't anything that you can credit with the Hornet defense. That was just an overthrow.
It's a long 8.
Yeah, that's a real long 8, and that's exactly right. This is an overthrow there. Maybe the receiver keeps running. Maybe he slowed down a little bit, but that's
Look, Chuck, they're going for it on 4th down.
Yeah, I don't blame them here. You know what I mean? You're not going to kick a field goal from this point. You're already at the 30. I'd hope that Coach Stedham and the bunch would go for this too. Here we go. 4th down, big play. You're not going to draw them off here, guys. What are we going to do? What's our play clock at? Michael, what's our play clock at?
13.
13. Here we go. Here we go. What we got here? We got a timeout taken by the Trinity Christian Academy Lions here. That's I don't know about a timeout right there.
Upcoming athletic events for
What's he saying?
Trinity Christian Academy. The golf team will be participating in the district golf tournament this Monday at the Tennessee.
Jay, do you like that timeout right there? The first quarter, 2 minutes, 30 seconds left. Do you like that timeout?
I think he was smart for taking that timeout right there because the clock was about to run out, about to incur another 5-yard penalty. So I wish they hadn't called the timeout so we could have recovered that ball right there and gone the other direction.
That's right. Stephen, what do you think? 2 minutes, 30 seconds left here. What do you think we're going to see? We're not going to see a punt. We're going to see them draw something up here, right?
They're not going to punt it. They're in the gray zone. I think they're within, I don't know, their kicker put a boot on it. I think they're right outside of their kicker's range.
Yeah.
Not by much. I think if they had another 5 or 6 yards, their kicker could kick it in, but they're certainly not going to punt it because they're not going to net anything.
Yeah, no, I agree with you there.
So they're going to go for it. It's that simple. We have to stop them.
Well, here we go, Chris. This is a big 4th down. It's a good time to hold
huge 4th down.
Fans watching at home, it's a good time to put your hands up in there and wiggle your fingers.
Get your fingers crossed.
Game changer right here.
Here we go, guys. Let's go. Early in the game, nothing better than a South Gibson Hornet stop right here, guys. It goes down. He did not have possession. That is not a
good. Hey,
it's a first. This is a first and 10 here for the South Gibson.
Hey, but let me tell you this: the ball was right where it needed to be.
Yeah. You're not going to put that on Kyle Lakin. Yeah, good coverage. I don't care what you say, Stephen. Guy should have called it. Guy should have called it here. Hey,
man, the guy. What do you say about him? We've said everything you can say about him. The guy just continues to impress.
Yeah. Well, we've talked to you tonight about Stevens Company at Wireless Dimensions. I'd like to talk to you about Chris and I, one of our favorite companies, one of the best in town, one of the best in the West, probably the best in the state. Southeastern Termite Pest Control and Service Company. There is nobody better than Southeastern Termite Pest Control. 100% guaranteed satisfaction, 24/7 response time. We'll talk more about them later as the Hornets set up here.
Man, they have got that play sniffed out, Chuck.
Yeah, I don't know that the wide receiver motion play there is going to work for Garrett Lashley. This Trinity defense, man, I didn't think anything about them coming into it. But right before, when we were walking up the steps, somebody was telling me, guys, don't just focus on the offense. This defense is a real deal, too.
Well, they've proved something these first 2 or 3 series. But what I think we're going to have to do is run the ball downhill up the middle.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I'm 100% with you right there. Boy, let's see. Let's give the ball to Austin, man. I like Austin Elder. He looked focused today. Let's see what happens.
There we go.
Misdirection. Come on. Nice block.
And he's gone, Chuck.
Run. Come on. Got one man to beat.
Nice play.
Nice job.
That's Garrett Lashley.
Yes, sir. That is Garrett Lashley. That's a nice misdirection run right there. And I tell you, it almost looks like we were working towards that play, Stephen. Golly, Bill, man, that's a big run. That's a big first down. Puts it around the 26-yard line there for South Gibson. Nice play.
Nice play. And you know what? A minute 34 to go in the quarter, Chuck. That just clock continues to run and keeps that quarterback off the field.
Well, and we've proven with that last play, man, we can stop a fourth down play, right? It's not easy, all right, and it's certainly not on Kyle Lakin, but we can still stop it. Kyle can throw it. You got to have somebody that can catch it every time consistently. Physical defense here. Let's go. Jay, what are we seeing down here on the side? Nice carry, baby.
There we go.
Hey, you know who that is? That's my main man right there. That's Austin Elder. Jay, tell me a little bit about what you think about Austin.
I think it's a tough, hard run. He obviously didn't go out of bounds. He took on the oncoming tackler. Great run down the sideline.
Yeah.
He's not a very big guy, but He's what the guy tackling him? Or are you talking about our?
No. We don't care about the guy tackling. We're talking about Austin Elder.
Austin Elder. Hey, he might not be big in stature. He's big in heart.
Big in heart. Let me tell you what. Running up the middle, that ain't about your size. That's about your heart. Guess who's got a lot of heart? That's my man. That's my man, 18, right there. Let's go.
There he goes, another run. Got about 3. He always. The thing that I like about him is he continuously gets yards. There's very few times that he's actually pushed into the backfield.
For 3 weeks of doing this now, after the first week was shot down with some technical difficulties, for 3 weeks of doing this now, what are a couple things we talked about, Chris? We talked about hips. We talked about running, and we talked about driving forward, right? That's an attitude, right? I don't care how fast you are, right? You can run a 4.4, right? Great for you. God bless you. I wish I could.
Hey,
right?
we saw a guy that ran.
We saw a guy ran 4.4, ran for about 40 yards. It's all about keeping your momentum going,
keeping your feet moving,
wanting to move, and our guys want to move. And boy, this is nothing bigger than a score right here. I bought that play fake. I didn't follow the play there, Chris. What did you see there?
Man, I actually went. I thought it was Elder straight up the middle again, too, Chuck.
Yeah. We didn't see what happened there, guys. Hopefully y'all guys can back it up a little bit and see what just happened. But looks like we're looking at a third and
goal. Oh, there we go. Hey, this is a win-win for us. And when we keep it 7-0 in the first quarter and got a chance at the ball at the 3, that's huge.
Jay, what did you see there in the first quarter down on the sidelines? What did you see that made you really think about it?
What I saw was some quality adjustments in that second drive with South Gibson on defense, and I think they did a quality job, especially with their backs against the wall, deep in their own territory of bowing their necks and not giving up that late touchdown.
Well, the big stand down here, the big fourth down stand down here, I think that was huge. That may be a huge momentum shifter. Right after that, we drove right down this field. We're on the 6-yard line here to start the second quarter. Quite honestly, I think we're going to punch it in. My gut tells me we're going to punch this in.
I think there's a very good chance of that. I think you're exactly right. I think momentum changed sides of the field with that fourth down stop, and South Gibson obviously showed a big play ability to break it downfield, and hey, there's a plethora of different plays they could run. They could run here. They could short pass. They could toss in the corner. They could run option. I mean, there's a lot of different things that Trinity's got to get ready for right here. So, folks, stay in your seat. Get ready for exciting football right here in the second quarter.
Chuck, I'm gonna tell you something. I don't know if you discussed this earlier this morning or not, but I didn't really take into consideration. Trinity's got a pretty good defense.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, they held USJ to a big fat ugly goose egg.
Yeah, they did. This Trinity team's defense is not bad at all. This is a good time for South Gibson to put it in the goal line here. And we're setting up here. Looks like we got 2 men out right. Got a man in motion. That's number 5. Hey, I bought that too. Is that Austin Elder there? Austin Elder's going to set up 4th and 1. I think we got to go for it right here, Chris. What do you think? We got 4th and 1. I mean, we'll go for a touchdown.
Oh, you got to go for a touchdown because if not, you'll go 99 yards.
Yeah, I mean, our defense is showing they can do it. Let's go for the score right here, guys. Come on, punch this one in. You got the best guy around to carry this right up the middle, Austin Elder. You got Hayden Lewis, who shows that he can run it and break it loose at any time. You got your man in motion with Chris Carter. I mean, you got a lot of different options here. The whole season.
Here comes Austin Moore in the game right now. What about that play that worked for us for Chester County, Chuck?
Wow, that's a great call. They're in the back of the end zone. We're talking about team 1 and 2 versus 2 and 1 right now. If Austin Moore doesn't make that catch, let's go right here. Big 4th down play.
And he's in.
Hey, what about that? Spot me a number right there. That's a great play. That's a misdirections worked for us a couple times.
Oh, it has.
That's number 11 for us. That's Jordan Cobb. That's a great carry. That misdirection play, I tell you right here, we send our guys to the right. We bring one guy over, maybe from a fullback or a halfback spot, to the left. That's been there twice for us now.
Hey, Chuck, if you look down, I think that the South Gibson student section's basically taken over the whole end of Trinity's stands.
Let me tell you why we do this. Let me tell you why Chris Smith and myself of Southeastern Termite Pest Control, Certified Carpet Cleaners, and Certified Restoration do this. You know why we do this? We're on the road right now in Jackson, Tennessee, play at Trinity Christian Academy. Our sideline over there is blown up. We got about a quarter of the home stands taken up as well with your South Gibson Hornets, guys. We love this as much as you guys do. The support that you guys show our team is infectious. It makes us want to be out there. It makes us proud to be from South Gibson. And, we have businesses, Chris. See, same thing with you, Stephen. We cover all these areas, man. We're as proud as we can be to be from Medina, be from South Gibson, man.
I mean, you think about Medina 15, 20 years ago, and you're thinking a small town with one red light, and what it's grown in today is phenomenal. I mean, you've got so many people from the area now that are actually moving out of Jackson to send their kids to a good quality school that are still public.
Yeah, that's exactly right, man. I tell you what, dude, it gets me fired up, and it makes me have a lot of fun here. I know it has. Chris has a lot of fun. Jay has a great time on the sidelines. Steven has a good time. Big Red has a good time. My man Iceberg has a good time, man. We appreciate everything you guys do as well. So it's
Iceberg in the house.
Iceberg is in the house. Look here. If Iceberg don't set this up, we don't come. All right. Look here. We got Iceberg right there, baby. Wave to the fans. Look here. We love you, Iceberg. All right, here we go. Nice kick here. All right. Ooh, don't stay in bounds. Stay in bounds.
Man, Chuck, let me tell you this. The thing that I've noticed that we have to get better at, and it's from since we started this
first game,
is the kickoff. We are. I mean,
how do you work on that? I mean, you practice kicking.
Do you think I got any eligibility left?
Chris, let me tell you something right now. A lot of people at home don't know this. Chris and I, sometimes, we'll get the guys set up for the pest control company. We'll get our carpet cleaners set up. We'll call Steven. Steven, you got all the cell phone cases lined up and ready to be sold? He says, yeah. We'll throw the ball out there. 3 of us will kick the ball. Chris can kick the heck out of a ball.
I try to meet there at 10 o'clock every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday mornings, and we actually go through a kicking.
Chris Smith can kick a ball. Ain't no doubt about it. So,
well,
I tell you, we need to kick the ball a little bit better right here. Trinity's going to take this one up the gut here. That's number 6 for Trinity.
Oh, we got a tackle, Chuck.
Yeah, those arm tackles aren't going to work.
Oh,
guys. That's a big first down by number 6, James Bond.
That is 5 missed tackles, and if we don't do any better than that, it's going to be a long, long night.
Yeah, I agree. What's our flag here? We got a hold call, maybe, Steven?
No, never mind. It's no flag.
Oh, okay. That's going to happen. Sometimes those things are going to fall out of your pocket. I had $2 bills fall out of my pocket on the way up here.
The thing that we should have learned this week, and I think that I bet you that they practiced, is tackling drills.
Yeah.
And right now,
Gosh, they're
It's not
just
showing.
maybe this offensive line for Trinity's good, but come on, guys, let's hit, baby.
I mean, basically, if you get your hand on him, you should bring him down.
Yeah, no, I'm with you there. That's a 6-yard gain on another run. And let me tell you what scares me right now. We know that Kyle Lakin can throw the ball. We know that the receivers from Trinity can catch the ball. When they're running for 4 to 6 to 7 yards a run, 12 yards a run, that's what scares me a little bit.
Well, I mean, what do you do? I mean, basically the run, the pass, everything they do is getting positive yardage, and not just positive yardage, but huge yardage.
Yeah.
I mean, you're going to have to when we get the ball offensively, we're going to have to use the whole 25-second clock.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. Well, this is a big second down play. Here's Aiken in the back. Wow. Yeah, right there on the money, wide open. And
there's a missed tackle.
Wow. And you know what that missed tackle results in? That results in about a net 2 or 3 yards. And let me tell you this: when you got a game like last week, I know that no one, we didn't. When you watch it back on tape, you didn't feel like we were ever in the game. But Stephen, you and I talked about that we were a interception away from making it a one-possession game with 10 minutes left. And Jay on the sideline there, he caught the pass for a first down. He got 2 more yards. Why are we missing so many tackles here?
Well, the corner's bailing on snap and giving up quite a bit of cushion, so he's getting some room to make some moves out there. And obviously they've been coached up not to go out of bounds, so they're cutting it back into the field. And hey, they're pretty shifty, just like our players are. Hey, it's hard to tackle a kid when they're moving. So hey, it's gonna be one of those nights. Hey, buckle down your belts and get ready for a good one.
Well, I tell you what, man, we say it a lot, Chris. We don't have a favorite coach other than Coach Scott Stedham, right? I don't care if you bring Bear Bryant, you get Nick Saban to Medina. I'm going to ride with Coach Stedham. Ain't no doubt about it. But we need to fix that, and we need to fix it quick, right?
That's right. That's exactly right. You just can miss tackles continuously.
You can't miss them. It's bringing up first down here for Trinity. They're on the 20-yard line right here. They've driven the ball down to their side of the field every possession.
I would say this series alone, we've missed 7 or 8, 9 tackles.
Yeah, here we go. Boy, that's some good blocking there by Trinity. And look at who's wide open. He's going to get a first down, guys, even if we do tackle. But if we don't tackle, you know what he's going to do? He's going to take it down to the 1-yard line. Let's hit him. Let's get some passion here, man.
Too easy, Chuck.
It is too easy. Guy's good, but we're
making him look like he's Joe Montana.
Yeah, we really are. We really are. It's a good time to be Kyle Lakin right now. Boy, your stock can't be any higher if you're listening to a 0.5 digital Hornet Vision right now, man. It'd be a good time to be Kyle Lakin. It's good. Let's make something happen here, guys. We got 9 minutes and 7 seconds left in the second quarter here. Looks like we got goal line offense lined up. We're going to put this right up the middle, and he's walked in. He's walked in. Going to give him another touchdown here, man. They've shown they can move it down the field. So you know what this is going to be? It's going to be a fist fight. Whose offense is going to show up more? Can we control this? At this time right now, I'd like to thank a couple of our sponsors. One sponsor I'd like to thank, and they make our home games real easy for us, Chris. Extra point pending here. It's ClickOne.net, right? We have Click One's internet access at our house, both of our personal houses. We have it. We have it at all of our businesses. We have Click One. They're easy, they're reliable, they're fast, and this is my favorite thing about all of our sponsors. Right? This is here you go at the top, right? They're local. They're us, right? If you're watching this right now, there's a pretty good chance you like South Gibson football. Pretty good chance you like Medina. If you sponsor Hornet Vision, pretty good chance you like the community. Click One, man. Call Dustin. Call any of them. They're right here. They're us. You got a problem, you call them. They take care of it. They take care of us. They bring this to you faster than anybody at our home games, right? They help us on the road. Click One. 784-5000 if my memory serves me. Is that right?
That is right. And the thing about Click One is they're so fast. That rare time when you do have a problem, Dustin would be more than happy to take care of you. I mean, they have a A1 company and internet service.
Yeah, can't get better than Click One. And with 9 minutes and 2 seconds left in the second quarter, it's Trinity Christian Academy 14, South Gibson Hornets 7. And you know what? We need points on the board. Points on the board may be the theme of the game tonight.
What we need to do is take about a
nice
9 minute
kick. Look, that's a good
kick
right there. There we go.
Good
Put on
job.
35. Good job. That's the way to let that go out. You know, how hard is that to not grab it? You know, Jordan Cobb made the right call right there.
Right
It's
call.
tough to not grab that and run that thing, but you got to know
you
if
gotta
the
know.
ball goes out of bounds, you start on 35. That's good coaching.
That is good coaching. That's the one thing that Scott Stidham has done the last 4 or 5 years that he's been here. That the kids, they know what they're doing.
Yeah, they know the rules. They know what happens. They know what happens. Jay, you know, one of the things, you know, is Chris, when I look at this, you know, Jay, I see you came up here to get a drink. Jay, I'm going to ask you to work the camera real quick. Steven's got to run, take care of something. One of the things is as this game goes on, you know, a lot of it's going to come
nice
down.
hard run.
Nice hard run. A lot of it's going to come down to discipline. A lot of it's going to come down to coaching. You know, it's going to be Trinity's proving they can move the ball. You know, can we control the ball? Can we keep that point spread where one turnover makes a difference in a ball game? That's going to be, you know, that's going to be a big key to what we do here.
Man, it is. The number one thing that we're going to have to do is we're going to have to take our 25-second clock. We're going to have to use the entire clock.
Yeah, no, I agree completely here. Well, this is it's a big time here. It's the 2nd and 5 for your South Gibson Hornets. They're taking it. That's number 6. Is that 16 right there? Or is that 18? I couldn't tell if that was. Yeah, what was that? Colton Lowry?
Couldn't tell. We're a long ways up here.
We are a ways up here. You know, I go back to where we were last week, Chris, at UT Martin at the field there. We're in the Chancellor's box, and those are sweet accommodations. Trinity's got a great place, but we'd like to thank UT Martin one more time when we have an opportunity for setting us up at .5 Digital and the accommodations that they did.
What can you say about the Chancellor?
The Chancellor for letting us come in and record the game from up there. We would like to thank you.
Yeah, that is Colton Lowry, and he's a sophomore.
Yeah. You know what? Nice job there. Come on, push it up the middle, baby. Hey, first down run. Hey, running hard. That's a sophomore running hard. He's not stopping. Right, you can tackle him, but he'd still fall 40 yard or two.
Hey.
It's going to happen with every guy that touches the ball for your Hornets. They're going to run a couple of yards up the field.
Here was the deal. You know, we took 3 plays to get that first down.
Yeah,
that's a lot of time off that clock, Chuck.
That's exactly right. You know, you got 7:43 left, 14-7 game, but South Gibson gets the ball at half here, guys. Put some points on the board, eat some clock up. 14-14 game going into the half. Nice job up the middle again. Hey, there's a helmet loose on the field for a Trinity line. That's going to be Chris Calderon, 5-6 yard gain. My man Chris, he tucks his shoulders and run. Chris Calderon, Austin Elder. I mean, come on, Austin Moore. These guys, they're engined. Garrett Lashley, they don't stop. They play both sides of the ball a lot. Guys don't stop. Another guy I like is a guy that's going to do a lot of work for us in the future is Drake Owens. He's a guy on defense. There's so many of these guys that are good guys, and we're going to bring special spotlight interviews with them as the season goes on. I tell you what, these guys work really hard here.
Oh, nice hard
run. Going to give him a big first down. Give him a couple more. That's going to take the ball down the 20-yard line there.
Another first down. Man, that was an extremely nice run by Austin Elder. He is, what can you say about the kid? He's phenomenal. He just, when you get the ball in his hands, he's going to hit somebody right in the mouth, and he's going to get positive yardage. And then occasionally like that, he's going to break one. I mean, what do you say about him?
I know I've said it a couple times, and if you've watched it once, go back and watch it again. The look my man had in his eyes today in the senior spotlight, Chris, you were standing back there. You were running our production for that interview. He looked like he wanted to hit, didn't he?
Oh, he did. He wanted to hit.
You think he fired up for this game?
Let me ask you this. What do you think about Colton Lowry? I mean, he's come in and he's controlled the offense. He's done a fantastic. He's a sophomore, Chuck. And you know what? I talked to his father the other day, and he said he prepares for the games like he's going to actually start the game.
Right.
I mean, that's the key to what the Hornets have done these past couple of years is, you're one snap away, as we've talked about in the past.
That's right.
And so, he had no idea that he'd be in here the second, third series of the game, but he is, and look what he's doing.
And that's what Coach Stedham tells us, man. He tells us you're one snap away. Go on and prepare. Prepare to be better. Don't prepare to be perfect. Prepare to be better. And I'll tell you what.
Austin Elder.
Go on and give him another touchdown. Hey, guess what, Trinity? This isn't USJ. We're not going to lay down right here. All right? We got it 5 minutes and 50 seconds left in the second quarter. You got Trinity Christian Academy 14. You got the South Gibson Hornets 13 pinning the extra point kick right here. Hey, you got to fight.
Oh, you got to fight. And the thing it is that was a nice long drive. That
Yes,
wasn't
it was.
something that was 1 minute. That was
No.
something that was 5 or 6
We're
minutes.
not relying on Hail Mary right now. We're matriculating the ball down the field. We're pounding it up the gut. We got the guys for it. Let's just keep doing it.
So again, and pretty soon, hopefully, we'll see a turnover. He can't be that
Absolutely.
good.
Wow. I tell you what, that's a missed extra point right there. After last week, guys, I quit calling the extra points, in or out. But I tell you, that looked like that may have crossed the uprights, but evidently I missed that. 5 minutes, 50 seconds left. Trinity Christian Academy 14, South Gibson Hornets 13. Kicks coming back to get you. That could have been one right there. We need every point on the board we can get against an offense like this, and a good defense too, right?
Yeah. You definitely. Hey, what do you think about the sponsor in Medina, Chuck the Clean, that washes car? Adam, what is he? How well does he?
Yeah. Well, let me tell you who you're talking about there, man. You're talking about my man Adam, right? He's at Custom Auto Detail Inc. And let me tell you this right now. If you can hear me, I'm talking to you, right? Your car's dirty. Your car's filthy. My truck's filthy. My wife's car's dirty. I ain't going to lie to any of y'all. It's dirty. If you want your car clean, the only person, all right? I ain't talking about Medina here. I'm talking about Jackson. I'm talking about Memphis. I'm talking about anybody you know. The only person you need to go see is my man Adam up there at Custom Auto Detail. He's right there on Main Street, right there on the corner. He gave away tickets on his Facebook this week to see Miranda Lambert and Dirks Bentley. Dude, he is a great guy. Go see Adam up there.
Was that an offsides on the kickoff?
Yeah, it could have been, man. I'm so excited when I can start talking about custom auto details. Sometimes I forget. What do you think the play was?
You're right, though. Adam does a fantastic job. And it doesn't matter. He'll get you in. I know he's booked. He's that good that he's booked up consistently.
Yeah.
But he'll get you in. If you need to get in, he'll work you. He'll let you work his way.
Well, and I'll be honest with you, Chris. Every now and again, my mouth gets me in a little trouble with my wife. That's going to happen, right? So the best way to apologize to her is when she's teaching school, I go up there, I pick up her car, I take it to Adam, I have it cleaned on the inside and the outside. I put a couple roses in there, and I say, I'm sorry. Adam will do that for you. You go up there and you tell Adam I screwed up, guess what he's going to do? He's going to have that car cleaned up for you. It's going to look good, and you're going to get out the doghouse. Go see my man Adam at Custom Auto Detail. Here we go. Here's the kick here. Kicks down to about the 18-yard line. Trinity's got it there on the reception here. They bring it to the 30, to the 40. He's got a little bit of room. He's back on the 49-yard line. Even when we get a decent kick, what did I say
the first game? The squib kick. That's what we've got to do continuously. That's if we kick it in the air, we're going to. It's got to be done.
We've shown that we cannot consistently kick the ball in the end zone anywhere close. I like what you're saying. Get the squib kick. And I like what Coach Stidham's doing. He's got a little, off kicking going on. Looks like a guy's going to kick it. He slides off. Somebody else kicks the ball. I like where we're going with it. We haven't executed it properly yet, but we got to get to a way where we stop these drives starting at midfield. We got to stop them from starting at midfield.
Look, you're
on the 49-yard line right here.
You're giving probably the top quarterback in the state.
Yeah.
Oh, was that a holding?
Yeah. Hey, back him up 10. Let me tell you what. Every time we say he's a top quarterback in the state or we even think about saying it, he has an incomplete pass. So here's what we're going to do, folks at home. We're going to keep saying it. We're going to keep saying that number 7 may be the top quarterback in the state and see if our mojo is working. Oh, no, that's not what we wanted to see here.
Wow. Was that a personal foul? Ooh, personal foul. 15 yards, Chuck.
Man, who was that on? I didn't see. Jay, you've got a better vantage point than we do down on the sidelines. Did you see who that was on there, Jay?
I actually have no idea. I didn't really see a foul on the play, to be honest with you.
Man. That's a tough call. That's a huge.
I'd like to replay that guy.
Well, guys, here's what you do. You're watching online at point5digital.com. Get your mouse, scroll over where it's got the little thing at the bottom, back that up about 30 seconds, and see if you see something we didn't. Number 6 on the carry here. This is always what happens after a big play.
There's another flag on the.
All right, maybe this is going to be some holding or something here on the offense. Inevitably, this seems to be what happens after a play like that. Is the offense will get a big gain. Looks like we had a nice incomplete pass there, bringing up 2nd and 10. Flag on the play, they get a big first down. We're going to see what happens. What's this? Okay, good.
They're coming back. So
yeah, that's going to be on the line. This is a 5-yard to 10-yard. Was that holding or was that a false start?
I think that was the holding.
Yep. Yeah, good. That's going to back them up 10. So now we're going to look at 2nd and 20 here. This is going to back them up to where the original line of scrimmage was. We've got a second, guys. We'd like to remind y'all about somewhere Chris and I are going the minute this game's over. We're going to go to the Old Town Spaghetti Store All right, we're going to go get some food there, guys. It's the home of the Country Italian Grill, the Italian cuisine, 15 online. You want some good food in Jackson? Go see the Old Town Spaghetti Store, right? It's been in Jackson forever. You know where it's at. Let's go.
Oh, nice green.
Nice green, nice gain. That's going to get them real close to a first down. You're looking at 2nd and 2 or 3, and you were looking at 1st and 20.
Man, I mean, just what can you say?
Nice pass, nice run.
Nice pass,
I'd still
nice
like to see some better tackling. I don't know what we do here, Chris. We're going to ask Jay at sideline at halftime what he's seeing down there. If he's thinking that maybe a zone defense would be better set than the man. But boy, the kid looks good. He looks almost unstoppable right now.
Man, fantastic.
Yeah. If you guys can find it on the open market, not a bad idea to buy some stock in Kyle Aiken right here for Trinity. Let's get him. This would be a huge stop. Oh. Wrap him up. Oh, man. Come on, you better, yeah. Wow, first down completion. Are you kidding me? How good is this kid?
Man, fantastic.
How good is that?
Right when we thought we had him bottled up, man. He's
thrown it James Bond way, number 6 for Trinity, 2 or 3 times. James is making the play. I don't know what you do.
Might be Johnny football. I mean, the kid has got it. I mean, he's got. He can run.
Yeah.
He can throw.
I haven't seen him sign any autographs, but I'll be honest with you, I didn't watch him before the game started, so maybe he did.
He had a TSSA rule that no autographs.
The kid's that good. He does look like a Johnny football. He's making something happen out of nothing right there, getting them big first down. That's a handoff play. He's turning up the middle of the field here.
That was a tackle by number 88, Daniel Fly.
Nice tackle, but boy, I tell you, 4, 5, 6 yards every game here. 3 minutes, guys. South Gibson Hornet fans, 3 minutes, 54 seconds left on the clock. It's 14-13, Trinity Christian Academy. South Gibson does get the ball at the halftime here. If they do score here, we want them to go ahead and score quick, right? We're ready for this to happen. Give us the time to do some stuff. I think Trinity has 2 timeouts left. Maybe South Gibson has 3.
What's the odds of us stopping them? We hadn't stopped them all night.
Yeah, we have had 1 4th down stop that was good, but boy, they're really close here. Let's wow, number 5 there on the reception. He's just going to dart right into the end zone.
Hey,
it's Eli Parker on the ground.
Don't know if it's a scheme, Chuck, but it looks like backyard football.
Yeah. Jay, as you're down there, Jay, what are you seeing? What are you seeing down there? What are you seeing different than us? I mean, every receiver looks open every time. Is Kyle making those good of calls there, good of reads, or are we leaving that many people open?
I think the quarterback, he's doing an excellent job seeing the matchup issues that are going on. Like that last pass was a little drag underneath that matched him up with a linebacker that obviously it's difficult for a linebacker to keep up with a guy with tailback speed. So
yeah.
Hey, the guy's a good quarterback. He's as good at passing quarterbacks as I've seen in a long time. So it's going to be a wonderful ball game to watch. Hopefully, at the end, though, he makes a mistake and we get a little pick 6 out of this action and take it back to Medina with the W.
It may be too much to ask for number 7 Kyle Aiken to make a mistake. Maybe a receiver can run a wrong route and we can have somebody there. I mean, the kid looks great. I would. Boy, he looks good. You got 3 minutes and 25 seconds left. 21-13 Trinity here.
There needs to be scouts here tonight.
Yeah, he's a junior. He's 6'2", right? I mean, he's 6'2". There's a lot of 6'2" guys out there
right now. This kid right here could be that Worley.
Dude, let me tell you what. You and I could give Worley a run for his money. I guarantee you this kid could give him one. He's got another year of high school left too, right?
Amazing. Yes, he does. Junior, what do you – I mean, there'll be
he's as good as advertised.
Kid or every coach in the Southeastern Conference here next year unless there's something that we're not seeing.
Yeah, well, and Trinity's already put a Division I prospect there. Jabril Washington. He's playing at a little college you guys may have heard of. It's called University of Alabama. He's got a couple of rings right now. They put some talent through here at Trinity.
Wow,
it's a private school.
Kick.
And this kick here is unbelievable. This is how you
look at this.
Come on, baby.
Nice gap.
Hey, keep running. Hey, 32-yard line. Nice return. 3:17 left on the clock. Good return there by Jordan. We'll take that.
Chuck, I'd like to see a 3-minute and 16-second drive right here for a touchdown.
You're going to need to bleed a lot of time off this clock because here's one thing we haven't seen from Kyle Aiken yet, but I got a feeling he can do, and that's chunk the ball down the field.
Oh, my.
You don't want to let a receiver get open. These receivers for Trinity look great, too. They're plenty quick. We haven't let them we're just letting them get out in the flats and just throwing it to them, and they're busting it and running
Like I said, backyard football, and that's exactly what to me it looks like.
Yeah. I tell you, this is so far.
Nice play.
Let's go, baby. Come on. Ooh, good tackle there, but a very nice run by our man Garrett Lashley. Garrett's one of our favorites here at Point Five Digital when the offense comes on the field. He's a hustler. He's a hard runner.
We got a 2nd and 5 here with 2 minutes and 58 seconds to go in the game, or half.
And we have 3 timeouts left, Chris. When do you start taking these timeouts? You wait till 2 minutes left, 1 minute left. What are you thinking here?
Man, I think I wait and see what we do this series.
Yeah,
because you don't want to give the ball back to them.
Well, that's exactly right. With any time left.
With this,
hey,
oh, look at this.
Hey, who's this? Hey, you gonna bring him down with 1 tackle? No, you're not gonna bring him down with 1 tackle. You're gonna have to put 2 or 3 on him. That's number 18, Austin Elder.
Man, he's impressive.
Dude's available for a first down if you need him.
Just give him the rock.
Give him the rock. You know what? We're going to get some T-shirts made, guys.
Stead him on the back with a fist pump. And
Austin Elder on the front said, give me the rock.
Give me the rock.
That's exactly right.
Remind y'all. You in the mouth.
That's exactly right. You guys like what we do here. Get on our YouTube site. It's on Hornet Vision 38355, Southeastern Termite Pest Control, Certified Carpet and Wireless Dimensions. Bring it to you. A ton of interviews there. A lot of things that are Medina Hornets available. That's a good 2 or 3 yard gain there. 2 minutes and 14 seconds left on the clock. We're looking at what, 3rd and 6 here, or 2nd and 6 here.
And 2 minutes to go. So let's make this a long 2-minute drive.
Yeah.
Go into halftime, go for a 2-point conversion. Let's tie this up 21-21, and we got a whole nother half to play.
Absolutely. And, we've seen that our man Hayden Lewis can throw the ball deep, right? All right, there's not just one quarterback on this field tonight, guys. Hayden Lewis hasn't thrown the ball deep yet, but the man certainly can. I like where Coach Stedham's going with this. Let's see what happens here. We're going to keep running it here, a little misdirection. Misdirection's been there all night. That's number 5, Chris Calderon.
Almost a first down, Chuck. I think we're looking at
we're 3rd and real short.
3rd and 1.
The only thing I don't like here is the clock's at 1:32 left. No timeouts yet. We're ticking down to 126 now.
Man, it's running though on us, Chuck, and don't seem to be in a real hurry.
Am I right here? Do we still have 3 timeouts left, right?
Well, yeah, I think you are right.
Yeah. Well, let's see what happens. I'll tell you this right now. Coach Stedham knows a whole lot better than we do.
That's exactly
no
right.
doubt about that.
The thing he's thinking is we don't want to give the ball back to them with no time on the clock, or with any time on the clock.
That's exactly right. That tackle's a very short gain there. Looks like it's bringing up 4th down. He got tripped up.
First down. We made the first down.
Okay, we'll give him the first down. He got tripped up in the backfield. He'd hit that whole.
Okay, finally we take a timeout. I think, Chuck.
56 seconds, first down here. You still with 2 timeouts left. You still can run the ball if you need to. There's no problem running the ball here. 50. We're at 50 seconds now. Maybe they just stopped the clock for the first down spot.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, I think you're correct. Oh.
Get out of bounds. Well, he stayed in bounds. All right, call the timeout right here, Coach. Good call. Where are we going to put the clock at?
Oh, Chuck, I think they called the timeout in 4 or 5 seconds.
Yeah, I tell you what, when I heard the whistle blow, we were at 39 seconds. I look up at the scoreboard right now, we're at 36 seconds, right?
That's right. That's what when you get, when you're home field advantage, that's what they mean by that.
Could be here. Let's got 36 seconds left on the clock here. It's your South Gibson Hornets 13, your Trinity Christian Academy Lions 21. South Gibson has the ball and is driving down the field, and we know that Hayden's one pass away from tying this game back up. To have a second here in the action, we're going to remind you of the Bank of Medina Company. They got a new location, but you know what didn't change with the brand new building they have? Same principles that made them successful in the past. You guys, what's more important to you than money, right? Family, kids, and that's probably it. Right, so money's real short on everybody's list. If you want to put your money with people you can trust, with people that are your people, they live in our community. You're going to see them at church. You're going to see them at the store. You're going to see them at McDonald's. You're going to see them when you pay your bill up at Southeastern Termite and Pest Control. It's the people at Medina Banking Company, right? Charles King and his staff have a brand new location on Old Medina Street. They have the same location on Main Street. Guys, do banking with people you can trust. That's Charles King and Medina Banking Company. Wow.
Oh, what is this?
Wow. Well, hopefully
so many people off sides right there, Chuck. I don't know who they're going to call that on.
Yeah, this is yeah. I tell you what. Yeah, they're going to call that. They're going to call that false start on Medina. I'm actually going to agree with that call right there. I think maybe we jump first, but I want to see the same play again. We're sitting right below the coaches here, and he just said that we do run that play again, we're going to have a touchdown, I'm going to agree with him. I think I saw something there that leads me to believe it's going to be a touchdown.
Well, he knows a little bit more about it than you and I, Chuck, so I agree. I'll tend to agree with him as well.
Fans at home, believe it or not, they don't let Chris and I call plays. Another misdirection again.
Still positive yardage in there with 34 seconds, and I think we're going to take another timeout right here.
You got 2 more left. You know,
but you know what?
You can't take them to the next half with you.
I want to see us throw the ball a little more.
Yeah.
And I know we're trying to control the clock,
right?
And you actually do that by running the ball.
Sure.
But at some point in time, it's time to pass the ball a little bit, and I think it's that time.
Hey, what are we looking at here? We're looking at 3rd and 5, 6. Is this the time? Is it 4th down the time? I mean, you tell me, when's the time to throw the ball?
Oh, it's time.
I agree. I'm with you.
It's past time, I think, man. I think it's time we go ahead and air it out a little bit and see what happens.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, they're not going to be expecting it.
Well, and that's a good point. And we got another break in the action. Talked all night about people we like, right? People that we like, people that do a service for our community, people that care about South Gibson Hornet football. Let me throw a name out there to you real quick, Chris. We got about 5 seconds here. What was the name? Steve Murphy, Medina Funeral Home, Gibson County Funeral Home. What about a guy who cares about our community, who cares about the people in our community, and I know from personal experience can help walk you through one of the toughest times in your life. You would be doing yourself a disservice if you did not choose Steve Murphy and Medina Funeral Home when that dark time does come in your life. Hayden,
here we go.
Get somebody open, Hayden. Oh, no. That's a bad time for an interception.
All right, maybe they were expecting that, Chuck.
Yeah. They might have that sniffed out there. 21 seconds.
The good thing that we can possibly actually say about that, though, is there's only 21 seconds left for this good offense.
Hey, and throwing it right there, it's as good as a punt. The ball's on the, 9-yard line? That's as good as a punt.
That's right. But, as good as this guy is right now, you're going to have to play. Trinity has 2 timeouts with 21 seconds left.
Surely not. They're going to down the ball. Yeah, they're going to down the ball here. They're going to go into halftime with an 8-point lead. Now, you know what? I think that's the right call.
Man, I don't know, Chuck. I'm going to tell you 21 seconds to go, and with this kid, that's something that I might think about.
You're on the 10-yard line. What if something doesn't happen? What if we get this ball back? You know what I mean? I like the call from Trinity there. I think it's a smart call. It's the right football play. Guys, listen to me. Don't fast forward right here. I interviewed the band director today. Guys, you got a treat coming in. They're going to throw some more music on you that you haven't seen in the past.
Hey, let's send it over to Jay and let him talk about what he's seen the first half.
Jay's going to come to us as soon as the band comes out. He's going to talk a little bit before and a little bit after. Jay, down on the sideline, and Steven, you working the camera. What did you guys see that half? And as the band starts to play, you guys let them play, and then y'all pick up your conversation in just a couple of minutes. What did you guys? What did y'all see?
Well, I saw a couple good teams on the field. Actually, this is been a pretty well played first half. Just one turnover. Obviously, you saw right at the end of the first half, tried to squeeze that pass into a small window. Probably would have been better suited throwing that out of bounds or running a keeper and then going for it on 4th down. But from what I've seen in this first half, hey, this is going to be an exciting Friday night of football here at Trinity. And hey, I feel like South Gibson has as much a chance of any as coming back and winning this ball game and imposing their will in the second half.
Absolutely.
I think I also noticed, as far as Trinity goes, those guys were getting a little bit winded towards the end of that second period. And, hey, this short halftime break isn't going to rejuvenate those legs and get those lungs ready for that second half.
Yep.
So
You're right.
The most well-conditioned team will win this second half. And, I fully expect Coach Stidham to make some quality adjustments at the half, maybe cut down on the corners drops on the snap. That way they're not giving up so much cushion on the outside. That will eliminate some of those big gains that you've seen in the first half to the outside. But as far as, the run game goes, I think the team has played a pretty good game, shutting those running lanes down. The biggest thing I can if I were in the locker room right now, I would be focusing on wrapping up. First guy, you grab a hold and let the other guy swarm to the ball and clean up the tackle. Looks like we got a lot of guys out there who are trying to make that one hit.
I've seen quite a few missed tackles tonight. The flow of the game's been good, but what about this weather? What a great night for football in West Tennessee. Goodness gracious, you couldn't have asked for a better night of football.
I tell you, you're exactly correct. I mean, from earlier this week and in the 90s with high humidity to Friday night, this is football weather, brother. I mean, you cannot. If you're at home watching this ball game, man, you're missing out on a wonderful night to be watching two quality teams playing some football with wonderful weather on a glorious Friday night in Jackson, Tennessee.
You got that right. Well, we're going to wrap it up here and let the band do their thing. They're getting ready to get started, and we'll catch back up with you guys right before the game, right before the second half begins.
Wow, Hornet Vision fans, I can tell you this. Stephen Price told me that the band was going to throw out some new stuff tonight, getting prepared for competition season, and they did. South Gibson's band is really, they do. It's a year-round deal. They have marching season, they have competition season, they have concert season, they have jazz band. They got a lot going on. I talked to two of the ladies tonight, or this afternoon, that are the drum majors. I talked to Anna Hawk and to Maggie Walgren, and they were both great drum majors and said nothing but great things about the band. Jay, getting back to the football game, which is going to kick off another 3 minutes. What did y'all see, Jay and Stephen? We're interested to see the perspective that y'all have on the game.
Well, I just had to watch this kid almost win $1,500, but and which would have been very nice if he would share it with me for sure. But the first half, hey, great football game. Well worth the price of admission to come out and watch tonight. Couple of really well-coached teams. This quarterback for Trinity, he's something else to watch. If you're not here tonight and you're watching this right now, you're missing out on a great young quarterback. And not only that, South Gibson has imposed their will running the football, coming downhill, running little misdirections, inside handoffs.
Well, I hope South Gibson doesn't get too far behind in this game and they can continue to run the football, because if they have to air this ball out to stay in this game, I think they're in trouble. So I think it's imperative that South Gibson's able to run the football. If they're not able to pound that rock, they're going to be in trouble. I think the running game is still the key. And you got two great coaches. I'm a fan of Scott Stidham. You don't know what these boys are going to do after half. He's notorious for coming out and being two completely different football teams. So we really don't know what we're going to see. We're all just kind of giving our opinions on what we think is going to happen. I know that Stidham's going to make Stidham made great adjustments at half. Is going to find holes in their defense. So there's a lot of football left to play. We're still in this football game. We're only down one score. That missed PAT, I think, is going to come back to haunt us. It may not. A 2-point conversion is a 2-point conversion, but I think that PAT is a key to the game. Missing that PAT, I think, may come back to bite us. But we still got another half of football. It's going to be exciting. This place is electric. Our fans are awesome. They filled Trinity's visitors stands up, and they got about a third of Trinity's home stands filled up. Our fans are awesome.
You are exactly correct. There's a great following from South Gibson over here tonight, and kind of follow up on what you were saying earlier about the key, maybe the keys to the second half a little bit. I think if I were South Gibson, I wouldn't go away from the run. Like you said, you got to pound the rock. But there's two things that happen there. You wear defense down, and you keep Trinity's offense off the field. So
on the sidelines where they need to be.
Absolutely.
Because obviously they put up 21 in the first half. They're not having too many problems scoring. So if you want to slow them down, don't let them on the field.
Exactly. You can't score if you don't have the ball. So a nice 10-minute drive to start the second half and punch it in. Hey, that's I think we'd all agree that is it'll be a quality start to the second half. So hopefully, in the meantime, that will wear down Trinity's defense. Which, hey, guess what? A lot of those kids walk over on the other side of the ball when it's flipped. So, hey, if you're tired on D, you're tired on O. Hey, you make mistakes, great things can happen for South Gibson and come out of here with a victory.
I've seen our guys doing conditioning. Them boys, they ought to have some lungs. I'm going to tell you that. They ought to have some lungs. If I have to say who's going to withstand this football game as far as conditioning and having the legs to withstand the football game, I'm going to give it to South Gibson. And we shall see. We're going to turn this over back to Chuck and Chris. Chuck, we were just talking about the conditioning that our guys go through, and it's pretty intense. I think our guys are going to be ready for this second half. I think it's going to be grueling.
That's right.
I think we have to continue with our running game, like we were just talking about.
The game's not out of hand here.
No, it's not out of hand, and obviously Trinity doesn't have any problem scoring.
That's right. Well, and I can tell you one thing about conditioning, just getting prepared for this. Chris and I run hills every day to get our vocals to the point to where we can bring this to you live every single week. We run hills vigorously, and what we do is nothing compared to what this team does. And let me tell you, a lot of teams, we got our roster sheets in front of us here. Obviously, we don't know every high school team in the state. And one thing that stands out to me when I have South Gibson's roster laid out in front of us versus Trinity's rosters, we got a lot more kids on the roster. So your second half conditioning, like you were saying, that comes into play, right? You got more kids hitting the ball, running the ball, not driving
I think
down.
Trinity's only got 36 kids that dress tonight.
That's tough. And a lot of those are young kids, and those are freshmen. They haven't seen a lot of game action.
So.
And you know what? And I tell you what, Stephen, you and I talk about it all the time. There's nobody better at halftime adjustments than Coach Scott Stedham.
We just talked about that. We just talked about that. I'm going to be really interested to see the adjustments that Stidham has made.
Yeah.
Everybody knows I'm a fan of Scott Stidham.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I think South Gibson's fortunate to have him. They better hold on to him.
Oh, they will.
We're down one score. We're getting the
ball. We're getting the ball.
And the ball's coming to us. We're fixing to kick this off here. Number 5, Eli Parker's got the ball teed up and ready to kick off. We're going to fire off our second half here of South Gibson and Trinity.
It's a nice kick. I tell you, Trinity kicked the ball. There ain't no doubt about that. Oh, come on. There we go. Good job. Nice, smart decision by Jordan Lambert right there. Why are you going to – let me tell you this. A lot of people say, he got it and fell down on it. Ball's at 26-yard line. It's taking a Trinity bounce. You know what you're taught to do there, what your coach to do? Catch the ball, fall down. Need to be a hero. We need possession. We don't need anything bad happening right now. We need possession of the ball. Number one most important thing.
If the ball would have went into the end zone and he would have returned it to the 26, we would have said great return.
Yeah, exactly. That's a great call. It's a great call. Here we go. We're setting up with 2 on the left and 2 on the right here for Hayden Lewis. He's in the backfield here. It's a handoff. That's my main man, Austin Elder. Going and hit him. Hit him at the line of scrimmage if you want to. He's going to fall forward 2 or 3 yards. I mean,
he's going to get it.
Yeah.
He's a brawler.
He is a brawler. He's a brawler. He's got a good look in his eyes. Want to remind everybody to go on and look online at .5 Digital or look on Hornet Vision 38355 on your YouTube channel. Check out my interview with Austin Elder and Austin Moore today. These guys are ready, Chris. You saw the light in his eyes.
Oh yeah, I mean he was an outstanding interview. I mean, man, dude, there was that play just doomed from the very initial snap.
Yeah, no, it was. It was for sure. It's
But going back to the interview, I mean, you're right. He's just a strong-willed kid and just
likes
great
his
interview.
role on the team.
Yeah.
Appreciates, enjoys, and anticipates his role on the team. He likes to hit. He likes to go up the middle.
And you've only done 2 weeks of senior spotlights, but the thing I'm just impressed with the character of the kids, the attitude, everything about them. I mean, it just basically says that that Stedham's got the football program headed in the right direction.
And you guys want to see something great? What about Coach Stedham every week? The guy's well spoken. The guy's focused. He knows what he's doing. He's not guessing when he's up there. I don't give him the questions before I ask him, guys. Look at that pass. Oh man, almost picked off. But let me tell you this. If number 9 for Trinity's not there, Austin Reed's wide open. He's taking that to the house. We're talking about 10 minutes and 20 seconds left with a tie ball game there. We had to look. That's a right call in that situation. Just a touch more air on the ball. That's a house call. All right. Instead, that brings up 4th and down. You see how football is such a funny game, how it can turn on just a play or two.
Man, Kyle Aiken is stretching it out on the sideline right now, getting ready.
Yeah.
He's just antsy, ready to take over, and we better have an answer for him in this second half.
Yeah, nice punt.
Oh, man.
That's the best punt of the season I've seen for South Gibson.
Oh,
come on! Yes, sir!
Yes. Huge turnover. Huge turnover.
You know, we had those a couple of weeks ago.
You can take your helmet off, my friend.
That's exactly right. We had those turnovers, Stephen, against Chester County, and we needed them, right? We needed those. That's a huge play.
I mean, it started with a beautiful punt. We're talking about a 50-yard punt. That hung 3 or 4 seconds, Chuck.
Absolutely. Great punt there. South Gibson's going to take over now after the muffed return by Trinity. They're going to take over on their 32-yard line.
Man, we talked about at the beginning of the game that to stay in this game, we're going to have to control the clock. We're going to have a couple of turnovers. That was a huge turnover.
Absolutely. Those are the breaks we're going to need. We didn't get them last week against Westview. We're going to need them this week against the Lions.
Hey, we got a new quarterback in here.
Like this decision here. That's Lowry up the middle.
Man, I think that eventually, Colton Lowry could be the next Aiken. I think he's got that kind of arm.
Yeah.
I think he's got that kind of control of the ball game.
Right.
He's impressive to watch. He's just a sophomore.
Right.
He's going to get nothing but better.
That's
I think eventually you're looking at a standout quarterback.
Absolutely. Well, Chris, you and I have had the opportunity and the pleasure of watching Colton in middle school, freshman year of football, and he's the real deal too, guys. South Gibson, feel comfortable when Colton Lowry's in there. Don't let the sophomore thing scare you. He's got command and control of this offense. That's a nice read there. It's Elder. He's going to get a couple there. Hey, you know what? At some point, let's throw a late flag there. When they blow the whistle and we jump over the top, not a bad time for a late flag.
No.
It don't matter where you're at. You can play in Jackson or in Medina. That's still a call.
That's still hey. When you jump over the top like that, bad things happen.
Well, it's true. All right, guys, with 9 minutes and 26 seconds left in the third quarter, it's the South Gibson Hornets trailing the Trinity Christian Lions 21-13. But South Gibson got a great break with the punt kick. They're down on about their the 25-6-yard line there.
Hopefully,
Looks
it's just
third,
cramps,
4 or
Chuck.
5. Yeah, I think it's going to be. That's number 6 there for Trinity.
James Bond is the star running back.
Yeah, he is. And if let me tell you this, he's caught a lot of catches tonight. If you're throwing the ball, you need Bond. James Bond. That may have been cheesy, guys. Speaking of cheesy, if you guys want some cheese that's applied the right way, go see our friends at Old Town Spaghetti Store. Linguine, lasagna, spaghetti with meatballs, spaghetti. Look here. You ain't going to get better food in town. You want some Italian, you want some cheese.
Fantastic food.
Store. We're going there as soon as we leave here. Feel free we'll sign autographs.
Well, just come on out.
Come on out. Here we go. Lowry on the keep there. He didn't make it there, but that's going to bring up 4th and 2.
That's going to be, got to go for it here, Chuck.
Oh, come on. What are you talking about? 9 minutes left. And we've proven, throughout this season, we've proven that we can make 4th and short games anywhere on the field. You're not going to we going to game punting it here.
Hey, clock's running.
In the gray zone.
Yep, that's exactly right.
Man, what play do you run here, Chuck?
Yeah, I'm gonna go to my man Austin Elder. If I'm the South Gibson,
all I can say is wow.
Me too. God bless America. Here we go. That's a keeper here.
Oh, and he gets it.
Come on, he's falling forward.
Yes.
What are we talking about? Give him a first down. Everybody on the team falls forward.
He's about 6'2", 6'3". All he's basically got to do is just take the ball at the line of scrimmage and fall forward, and he's got our first down.
That's exactly right. And something else, we run through the middle more than any other team that we've played, maybe with the exception of Westview, but I still feel like we ran through the middle more than even Westview did. And one of the things I'll say about us is it's like I said, we do fall forward, and we don't turn the ball over. That's the thing in high school, right? You don't run up the middle, people strip the ball, knock the ball out. We don't turn the ball over. We don't have a lot of fumbles.
That's right. Very, very few turnovers on the season.
That's exactly right. I believe that's Lowry still in the game here. I don't know if Hayden's hurt or what, but Colton Lowry's in the game. Looks like he's going to pass here.
Oh.
Is that picked off or is that just knocked down?
I think that was a knockdown.
Yeah.
That was a beautiful read by the safety. Beautiful.
Yes, it was. He came in there. And that's,
that James Bond is a player.
He's made a couple of first down
running back, he's dominated.
Yeah.
Look at that. That's a Division I play right there. Guy looked fantastic.
It is, and that's the thing. Colton Lowry's going to be a great.
Look at him right now. He looks like he's a little.
He's still
tender.
hurt. He's still shook up.
Hey, I go at him right here.
Yeah, push the envelope. That's where freshman, sophomore. Those are the reads where that comes into play. You gotta know your opponent there, and that's a great read from the safety position by James Bond. And don't let that scare you, South Gibson fans. That's just a good play on the ball. All right, we're going hard up the middle here. It's my man Austin Elder. He's hit behind the line of scrimmage, but he still gains 2 or 3. We're looking at 3rd and 7.
And I think they may have that middle clogged up a little bit. They've done a better job in the second half of closing that off, Chuck.
Yeah.
I mean, it may be a time.
Are they in a 5-3 here or still a 4-3? I haven't seen our defensive shift here.
I think they've actually been running
maybe we can ask our
4-3.
guy down on the sideline. I don't know if Jay's got his mic in, but Jay, can you tell on defense, are they still in a 4-3 or are they going to a 5-3 to clog that middle up?
Looks to me like they've gone to a 4-3 and they're bringing a man up to line of scrimmage on snap.
Yeah, well, and that's probably the right call if you're a Lions fan. We've been dominating the middle all night long. We're looking at 3rd and 7 here. It's a nice play and carry here. He's running. Look here. I think he may have fell for it. He's real close up. He's probably 2 yards shy here.
First down.
Oh, first down. Okay. Well, again, it's a
first and goal.
Tough angle on the field here. Got a 1st and goal here. That was a very nice run there by
South Gibson County. First down.
Was that Jordan Cobb on the carry? Was that number 11?
I think it was.
Yeah. Jordan's seen some action.
It's
Every week
lot,
we talk
yeah.
about a different kid.
We do, and there's a large stable of running backs at South Gibson.
There sure is. You can't ever have too many. There's no doubt about that.
And I'm going to tell you this. Colton Lowry has done an outstanding job controlling the offense.
Yeah, no, he has. Looks like we had maybe a muffed handoff there. Maybe Colton thought that Jordan had that ball, and I think maybe Jordan thought Colton still had that ball. That's a good red play on that. We're looking at 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal, and the key thing, clock's still running.
If we can punch this ball in here, leave 3 or 4 minutes on the clock, punch this ball in.
Hey, keep it out of Aiken's hands.
Yeah, absolutely. Aiken's getting bored on the sideline right now, right?
That's right. Let's keep him bored on the sideline.
That's exactly right. He's about 10 minutes away from playing Words with Friends.
Somebody hand that guy a computer.
There's number 5 on the carry. That's our
Chris
man.
Calderon, and that was a hard run.
Yeah, he's going up the middle, too. Everybody we have goes up the middle. We keep saying it, and I feel like it's becoming redundant at some point. But how about this? How about anybody that sees the ball from South Gibson is going to run hard? How about that? Right? I got a feeling that Coach Stedham tells them if you want to carry the rock, you're going to need to run hard. Right?
So the ball's at the 6, Chuck, I think. Is that right?
Yeah. We're looking at 3rd down here. 6 to go.
5:50 to go in the 3rd.
Yeah. Still 4 down territory. I think we go for the score here, right?
Oh, you got to. You got to go there. It's definitely 4 down territory.
Bad snap. Good pickup. Bad time for an interception here. Touchdown saving tackle there by number 16.
That's
Colton Lowry. He threw that interception, but you know what?
Was that 6?
Well, Colton Lowry threw
that was, okay. Yeah.
But Colton Lowry also saved his touchdown. He also saved a pick 6 right there.
Oh, yeah, huge. Now, let's see. Have they had a turnover yet this game, Chuck?
They hadn't had no. They had turnover on downs. They had a 4th down that we were able to stop at South Gibson.
I'd like to see a
turnover on downs.
Let's see a fumble recovery, or let's see an interception return for a touchdown.
Yeah. Something that scares me is we had that break there with the muff punt by Trinity, and we weren't able to cash in. And boy, against an explosive offense like that, you need to cash in when you get those opportunities. There's the ball there. It's number 7, Aiken. Hey, he's gone to number 11's way, Grant Revere.
Guy hits him. It's him right in the hand.
A couple of drops, though. That is not on Kyle Aiken. Again, guys, if you're sitting here and you're watching this game and you're a Trinity line, you want to see, you don't put that one on Kyle Aiken, right? It's a catchable ball. It's a good, hard thrown ball. That's a catchable ball. I want my guys catching that ball.
Oh, absolutely.
I think he heard footsteps.
He may have heard footsteps.
That's a good point.
Aiken there on the zone read. That's number 3 there. That's a good cut. He's
nice
going to fall
cut.
forward a couple of times, too. That's a nice
Andrew bring up about 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6.
Andrew, from what I can tell here on this roster sheet, he's a sophomore, too. Let me read this to you guys. Andrew, he's a Trinity line. He plays running back, outside linebacker, middle linebacker, and strong safety for the Lions. How about that for your stat sheet there? There we go. Both teams staying in the shotgun all night long. You can call it a pistol. Shotgun. You can call it whatever you want to. There's Kyle Aiken.
Let me tell you this. There is 5 seniors on this team.
Wow.
I mean, can you say state championship next year?
Yeah. You know what? Let me tell you something right now. You may want to say state championship this year for the Trinity Lions and their district and region. They're a great little team, and boy, 5 seniors on this particular team right here, they're going to be nasty for the next couple of years. Right now, they're giving your South Gibson Hornets everything that you want. 4 minutes and 33 seconds left in the quarter. In third quarter here, it's Trinity 21, South Gibson 13. Have you received any scores from any other games?
I haven't had an update. But look, it's 4th and 4. Oh, I think they're bringing out the chains, Chuck.
Yeah. Somebody may have asked for the measurement here or there. Here. Somebody just set off a firework?
Oh.
Yeah, they're going to give them a first down there.
First down. Ooh. Well, the thing that you notice about South Gibson is if you're watching every play, that they're consistently bringing in 2 and 3 players at a time, every play. You know, what that does is that keeps your legs fresh.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to be we still got a quarter and a half left to play.
That's exactly right. Number 7, Aiken back here. He's got a little bit of time. Nice throw.
Man.
Of course, the guy's wide open there. That's number 5 on the reception for Trinity. That's Eli Parker. Boy, Aiken's hitting everybody he needs to. Goodness gracious.
I mean, he's going to the line, no huddle. It doesn't give you time. I mean, it's an
assault.
If you are a Trinity line, it's a great thing to watch.
Yeah, no, it's exactly right.
I mean, it's just play after play after play.
Yeah.
But you know the thing that you can say is our secondary's done a good job of tackling. After they've caught the ball, we wish there'd be a few more breakup on the passes, but the secondary's tackled well. I think our defensive line and our linebackers struggled a little bit with the tackle.
Yeah, no, I'm going to agree with you there, Chris. I think you're spot on right with that. They're just open. You're getting 6 to 7, 8 yards down the field every time, man. That's number 6 here on the carry. He doesn't look hurt.
That's James Bond.
Yeah, Bond don't look hurt right there at all. That's one thing I down about the Trinity Christian Academy 11-yard line.
Man, the kid is fast. He's just an athlete.
We got a flag down.
Oh, we do have a flag on. You think that's coming back?
Yeah, it's got to be a hold right there.
There we go.
It's got to be a hold. Yeah, got a hold. Holding on offense. Bring that ball
Wow,
back.
That's good.
I thought I saw a hold there. I wasn't going to say it out loud, but it looked to me like I saw a hold there. Jay,
you were right.
From your angle, did you see a hold down on the sideline?
No hold, blocking the back.
Okay, well, I saw both, so I'm glad they called that one too.
Yeah, I mean, hey, we'll take one as
or
good as the other, right?
That's exactly right.
Ball is placed at the 44-yard line.
We're going to need some more breaks like that. I tell you, the way they're moving the ball down the field, and another 10-yard penalty wouldn't be a bad time if you're a Hornet fan.
Chuck, basically, it's first and forever, and who do you lay your money on right here?
Yeah, I got a feeling that Kyle Aiken is going to throw the ball to James Bond.
James Bond's hurt.
Oh, James Bond is hurt.
Well, he may not be throwing the ball to him. He's cramping up. Yeah, there he is. I'm sorry. I saw that missed him down here. Yeah, this guy right here has been doing a whole lot for Trinity right here.
Basically, it's been a two-man show.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Hey, I'll say this would be a wonderful time to throw to James Bond, considering he'll be on the sideline. So, I mean, that'd be an awesome catch.
Well, and I tell you, I want to, there's another sponsor we don't talk about, but he is a big part of Hornet Vision. That's Todd Haltom with the Haltom Home Team at Century 21. And, if you guys need to buy or sell a house, Todd's not a bad guy to talk to. I'll give you a sell right now on air. It's $499-1993. It's my main man, Todd. You guys need to buy or sell a house, give him a call. Wow, big carry there.
What did I say, Chuck? I meant the unstoppable.
Yeah, Bond's doing it, and Trinity's doing it.
I mean, it doesn't matter. Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, last week we were ran through, Chuck. This week we run through. But it was basically, I think the defense has played a little bit better this week.
Yeah.
It's just basically they're going up against one of those top quarterbacks in the state.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, unfortunately, We beat Trinity the last 2 years, and maybe
it's like Coach Stedham said. He knew they had a good Trinity knew they had a good team coming into the season. He called Coach Stedham early in the year and said, "Hey, let's get this game back on the books again." They knew they had something special here. They wanted to make amends for years past, and every now and again, as a high school, you're going to run into special players. And nobody loves the Hornets more than Chris and I do, and Stephen and Jay. But Kyle Aiken, he's a real deal guy. Sometimes you got to tip your hat. Right now, tipping my hat. That's Aiken on the carry there. You know what?
That's crazy. That to me, that's crazy. Why would you? I mean, when you got somebody that can sling a gun right there, why do you run him? You're getting 10 yards a pop with your running backs. Yeah, he's throwing out for 10 yards. Why do you take a chance on getting him hurt?
Well, I think so because I tell you what, I'm going to go the opposite direction. I actually like the call. I like it because no one's expecting it. I'm not expecting it. You expecting it?
No,
it's not a bad call right there. I think the kid wants the ball. I don't think he wants to show that he's more than just a one-trick pony here. It's another handoff right up the middle there on the zone read. Jay, one of the things that you and I talked about coming into this game down on the sideline, I'm seeing it from way up here, so I know you're getting a good look on it down there, is the zone read that Trinity's running. You and I talked about we see the zone read or we see the spread, and they're doing a good mix of both.
Absolutely. I mean, it's I bet if you track these plays, they're probably going about 50-50 on those, and
how do you do that against as you're setting up your defense? That's got to be tough when you got a team that can execute both to almost perfection.
That's what makes this when you've got a quality opponent like this, what makes it very hard and very difficult to go for. I mean, you don't. Hey, this kid can drop back and he can carve you up, or they can run it down your throat. And right now they've got South Gibson guessing and got them spread out. And now they're gashing them in the middle. So we need a big stop right here.
Boy, you're going to have one, 3rd and 1. He's in. I'm going to throw your hands up right there. Minute 33 left in the 3rd quarter. Trinity Christian Academy 27, pending the extra point.
Let me tell you.
South Gibson Hornets 13.
They just totally abused USJ a couple weeks ago, and we were sitting in the booth, I think, calling the Chester County game, if I'm correct, and we heard the 35-0 score, and I was like, man, maybe USJ just had a bad night.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think the guy he's the real deal. The offense is the real deal, and the defense is not bad.
Yeah. I was hoping. And let me tell you, the dadgum kicker. We've seen 2 phenomenal kickers the past 2 weeks, Martin Westview and Trinity. We've seen 2 kicking teams that can really boot the ball for a high school football.
Maybe we need to give a scholarship to one of these kickers, Chuck.
Well, you know what? Hey, speaking of scholarships, Southeastern Termite and Pest Control, certified carpet cleaners and restoration. 2 companies, matter of fact, 2 of the favorite companies that Chris Smith and I know. It's what we do for a living, guys. Super easy pest control. No need to live with ants, spiders, cockroaches, mice. No need to live with any of that stuff. Call us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 660-1052. What about dirty carpets? We talk about dirty cars, and let me be honest with you, your car's dirty. Go see my man Adam up at Custom Auto Detail. Let me tell you something else dirty. It's your floors. We clean hardwood at Certified. We clean tile. We clean carpet. 427-9258, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Your home is where you live. It's where you raise your family. You need to have it clean. You need to have it sanitary. And this is flu season. You drove around town, you seen the billboards up say flu shots here?
That's right.
That's because it's flu season. We can sanitize your home. Give us a call, 427-9258.
Nice
Great kick. Here's Cobb on the return. Let's go, baby. Come on.
Hey. Man, Chuck, talking about certified carpets, the tile job that we did the other day, man, it's the before and after pictures.
Yep.
Unbelievable.
Absolutely, guys. Anytime y'all want to see those pictures, say, I don't know if I want to have a tile cleaned or not. What's it look like? How about this? How about you give us a call at 427-9258, and we send you the picture. We can text it to you. We can email it to you. How about we do that? Chris, you and I, as we do this broadcast, we look a lot on our phones, right?
Yeah, we do.
I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do right now. I want y'all to listen to this. Everybody hear this? That thud was me dropping my phone. Guess why I can drop my phone?
Hey, let me ask you where you got that case.
Let me tell you what. I'm about to tell you where I got that case. Good carry here, Hayden. We got a flag down on the field. Let me tell you why I can drop that phone. Because I went to go see my main man, Stephen Rich, working the cameras. He's also working the protection for your cell phones and your accessories at the Wireless Dimension in the mall right across from Victoria's Secret. All right?
And that ain't a bad place to be, baby.
And it's probably not a bad place to be, as Steven likes to say. Right across from Victoria's Secret. Easy to find. Guys, how about this? How about save money and help a guy who lives here right with you, right? We can all throw our money to Verizon or AT&T or anybody else, and God bless them, right? We appreciate what they do. Appreciate them, providing phone service for us. So buy your phones through them. Go get your phones protected with my man Steven at the WD. WDJackson.com, I believe, is the website there. Go see Steven, guys. All right, after the penalty, we're looking at 1st and 15 here.
Minute 20 in the third.
Yeah, minute 20 in the third.
Nice option. Nice option.
Garrett Lashley on the carry out to the 35. Stop for the Lions made by number 5, Eli Parker.
All right here. Well, we're subbing in 2 and 3 players every snap here. I like that. A lot of fresh legs. Maybe we got to put some points on the board up here pretty quick. But this game reminds me a lot of last week. I mean, it seems like everything's going Trinity's way. But you know what? A score on the board. Start the fourth quarter. One possession game.
This game's a long ways from over.
A long ways from over.
Another thing that I've noticed is now Hayden Lewis is our quarterback. So what do you think what's the deal there, Chuck? I mean, why are they going back and forth with quarterbacks?
I don't know. I think maybe Hayden maybe had a cramp, maybe something happened to him earlier in the game. I'm not sure what the deal was. We're going to check with our sideline reporter here in a minute, see if he has gotten any information from Coach Stedham. It's a nice keeper there by Hayden. I think you can give him a first down on that. No need to spot the ball.
Picks up a yard on the play. Play results in a South Gibson County first down.
Nice first down grab here. And as they reset the down and distance markers, I want to remind you again about a couple of our friends. Click 1. Right? If you live in Medina, you live in Humboldt, you live in Gibson, wherever you live, if you can hear me, chances are you're a Hornet fan. Why don't you go and get Click 1 to do your internet service? They do mine, right? They do ours at the office. 784-5000. They have specials every single month. Give them a call. Get your house set up, cable, internet, everything. Nice carry by a number we hadn't called out in a while. It's number 25. That's Stephen Armstrong there. He's a junior. And again, man, we work in a lot of different players, 2 or 3 players every single snap here. I like that. A lot of fresh legs. That's going to help you with your hard run.
I think that is the end of the third quarter.
Yeah, we're not going to snap it here. We're going to regroup here, looking at a 2nd and 7 or 8 here. You guys at home, I'll remind you, it's a good time to take your right hand, put it over your head, put your thumb next to your palm, and hold up a number 4 here to remind yourselves and everyone else it is the fourth quarter, right? It's a good time to remind yourself.
Bring back your playing days, Chuck.
Let me tell you what, if I was on this field right now, I'd have about one play in me.
What?
It'd be called the next play, and then I'd be done. No need to lie to our audience at home. But one thing I'm really good at is pest control and cleaning carpets. So if you need me for either, call us at 660-1052 or at 427-9258. And that's the extent of my expertise.
Chuck, I want to put a little plug in here. You talk about your carpet cleaning service.
Yeah.
And, I had my carpets cleaned from different companies over the years. And then I met you guys and let y'all clean my carpets one time at the house. And, y'all actually saved me a bucket full of money because my wife wanted to replace the carpet.
Yeah.
Guess what? Y'all made it look brand new. She's like, you know what? I think we'll keep it.
We've got a little thing at Certified Carpet Cleaners. And, guys, this comes from having good people. When you buy a company that's been in Jackson since 1962, that's longer than Chris and I have been. It's definitely longer than I've been alive. Maybe not Chris, but it's longer than I've been alive. And when you buy a company that's been in town that long, you've got a reputation to uphold. And we always like to say at Certified Carpet Cleaners, you never knew how dirty your carpets were until you can see how clean they could be, right? That's one of our things here. Here we go, fourth quarter here. Jay, as you look down on from the sideline, what do we need to do right here as we're driving the ball down the field?
Well, you can obviously tell Trinity's made some adjustments at the half. They've cut down that middle run a little bit here in the at the end of the third quarter, as well as we're trying to stretch to the sideline. So, hey, you might need to do some play action, go up top. They definitely won't be looking for that. Hopefully that's something we'll see a big play here by South Gibson.
Yeah, I'm with you here, Chris, or Jay, and Chris, I can tell you, man, it's a good time to put some points on the board. Let's let this thing. Let's
nice time to put some points on the board.
Let's give Trinity the ball back with about 10 minutes to go, and let's see what happens.
That's Austin Elder, and he ducked his head.
Yeah, give him the first down.
Hey,
they hit him behind the line of scrimmage every daggum time, and the man falls 3 and 4 yards. I like it.
He is a hard runner.
Austin Elder is going to do whatever you need him to do.
He's a man.
He's a man. There's only a handful of people that do what he does, and he does it very, very well. He's a senior.
I'm telling you, Chuck, this is the time, though. We got 11-17 left in the game now.
Yep.
And this is a big series.
It is a big series. You got to figure that you're going to give up a first down or two to Trinity. It's going to be tough to get them to 3 and out.
Yeah.
So you need to score here and get the ball back with at least 6-7 minutes left on the clock. That's a perfect situation for South Gibson.
Nice 6-7 yard run.
Yeah. Hey, and you know what? If we keep running 5-6 yards every play there on the run up the middle, if they're going to give us the middle run, I'll take it. Because when we run up the middle, we do it with success, 6 or 7 yards. We're going to score, and it's going to be 7, 8 minutes left on the clock. And you know what? I'll take that gamble.
Yeah. I mean,
I talked to Dan and Seabass yesterday on the radio, Chris. You were listening in, and they said this is going to be a Trinity win by 3 touchdowns. Well, Dan and Seabass, I'd like to tell you something. With 10 minutes and 30 seconds left, it's Trinity 28, South Gibson Hornets 13. We're not going anywhere right now. It's a great team that we're playing here. Ball's on the ground. Smart way to fall on it there. You're looking at 3rd and short here. South Gibson didn't concede this game. They didn't walk in here and concede it and just give it up and be overmatched by a very, very good Trinity offense and a very good Trinity defense.
And
they came
team,
to play.
I'm looking forward to the end of the season to see where this team, talking about Trinity, what they do in the postseason.
Oh, me too. I tell you this: the minute this game's over, I'm going to be rooting for Trinity. There's no doubt about it. They're fun to watch. It's just not fun to watch right now, being a South Gibson fan.
All right, big down.
Big down here.
Oh,
come on. Oh, man. Not a smart play.
Man, Hayden Lewis was going to.
He's going to
pitch the option, and last second I think he changed his mind. And then,
Jay, what did you see down there on the sideline right there? What did you? I see you took your hat off there. Probably got hot for a minute. What happened?
He should have pushed the ball. Kid had one guy to beat to the sticks, like a first down. Like froze up. I don't know. He froze on the ball. He should have got a pitch out there. Yeah, at least. Now it's 4th and 10. Not a manageable 4th down for sure.
No, here we go. Here's Hayden. Hayden, good spin. Come on, find somebody here. Yes, sir. Give him the first down. He's got that ball grabbed. That's number 5 right there. That's Chris Calderon. You know
helmet
what?
Flies off there, Chuck.
Yeah, I think he's going to have to come. I think the rule is you got to come out of play if your helmet comes off the field. But you know what? That missed pitch there doesn't look so bad right now. You're setting up a 1st and 10.
That's right. That was all playing, Chuck.
That was playing. That's part of Coach Stedham's genius.
What a coach. What more can you say about the guy?
That's exactly
when
right.
You can fake a pitch out there.
Take a loss on the play and then convert a 4th and 12.
Oh, man. All in
just
the plan.
to throw the defense off.
All in the book.
Good game planning right there. It's the best coaching staff in West Tennessee, guys. Looks like we got trips out to the left here. Got a tight end in the back. One back guy in the backfield here. Number 4, Garrett Lashley goes in the motion here right up the middle to number 18, Austin Elder.
You know, the thing that we have done is we've exposed a weakness or a strength of ours because we're running at will up the middle with Austin Elder.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. And I tell you, I wish that I could take this team right here, this South Gibson Hornet team, extrapolate them out of this situation, kick time back a week, drop them back down at UT Martin, and see this team tonight play against the Martin Westview team. And I think we would have a different result.
We'd be looking at 2 teams undefeated right now.
Absolutely, you would. Absolutely, you would. This is a well-prepared team. That's Austin Elder again. Look at my man here. He's backing up. How about this? You know, anybody can run forward for 3 or 4 yards, right? That's easy stuff. I do that all the time. How about this? How about you back up for 3 or 4 yards?
Basically, Elder just took that backwards for another 5 yards.
Yeah, my man Austin.
Guy's that good.
Tell you what.
He says, I don't need to run forward. I'll run back.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, at some point, Austin, you're showing out. You know, good job. Good job right here. It is time to get a score on the board, though. It's 7 minutes and 40 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Trinity 28, South Gibson 13. Why not give it to Austin one more time?
Oh, no.
No, he didn't.
That was number 7.
As Hayden Lewis kept that one. I tell you what, I wish I played defense for the Lions because I've been behind that play fake all night long. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
2nd down for the Hornets.
All right, we're looking at 2nd and 8 here. South Gibson's really close to scoring. 7 minutes and 17 seconds left. They still have all 3 of our timeouts. Need something to happen here.
Number 25, and that
they
was
got
sniffed out, Chuck.
Yeah, the misdirection's not going to work this time.
And a penalty. Maybe it was a face mask.
From here it looks like it was a face mask.
It looked like a face mask, Chuck, and that'd be a wonderful thing if it was.
Yeah, there's not a lot of doubt that he had his hands up in his face mask. It's just whether or not they're going to call it at this point.
Hey, Jay, down on the sideline, did you see what that was?
Was that a face mask, Jay? It looked like one from here. Yo, it's a face mask. Yeah, I could tell that he had his left and his right hand up.
Boy, that's a nice first down pickup right there, Chuck.
That is. Big conversion. And guess what? Clock's going to stop on a
7 minutes. You know what I mean? This game's not over.
No, Lord, no. Put this in. Hey, nope. I'm going to tell you this. There's not a team in West Tennessee that wants to play Coach Stedham with a 7-point lead.
Guys,
4 minutes
pull up
left
a chair
on the
right here. I think we're going to have a barn burner going into this last 7 minutes.
That's a good call. That's a good call right there. Here's a good time. Again, take your hand, put it over your head, put your thumb in your palm, hold up the number 4. It's fourth quarter time. Good time. Good time to score here.
Man, he's a hard runner.
He is.
I mean,
I'd like to see the stat sheet tonight on Elton.
Oh, yeah.
Or for the season, at least.
Are you keeping, or Jay, are you keeping stats down on the sideline?
Yeah, that's one of the things we've asked you to do, Jay. Have you been able to get that?
Yeah, I can tell you how many yards he's got. A lot.
He's got a lot, and that is the official tally, guys. In case you're wondering at home, and you had Austin on your fantasy team. So far, he's had a lot.
Hey, I mean, the guy's got to have at least
70,
$150.
Or $150. Could be either one. All right, right here, guys. 6 minutes, 31 seconds
I think
left.
Went real light on that 70 yards, Chuck.
Well, I don't feel like we've had the ball a lot, but maybe we have. Austin runs hard.
We've had it.
If he's had it, he's done it. All right, Hayden on the carry here. Hayden, spinning.
It's a 4-yard line.
Yeah.
Hayden Lewis on the carry down to the 5-yard line.
Second and goal here. 6 minutes left. I'm going to take back what I said. I wanted 8 minutes left on the clock when Trinity got the ball. I don't think that's going to happen. But if we can somehow punch this in with 5 minutes left in the game, maybe hold Trinity, be smart with our timeouts here to about 2 or 3 minutes left, and we're down by one score.
Let me ask you this. Do you even consider, let's say, for instance, we do get in here, do you even consider, with the way they've moved the ball, do you even consider an onside kick with this amount of time?
Ask me after this play. Let me think about that. Let that simmer. We've had a couple bad snaps. Come on, Hayden. Oh, man. He's in there. Give it to him. Give it to him. Throw your hands up in the air. Hornet fans at home. That's a touchdown run.
All right, now let me ask you that after this play. Do you even consider?
No onside kick here. Let me tell you this. First of all, I don't think our onside kick's going to fool anybody. We're barely getting better than that on our kickoffs right now.
Well, so that's another reason maybe to think about it.
I don't.
Hey, the last couple have been, they've even picked them up around the 40-yard line. Right, what's the worst, the 50?
Yeah. Fans at home, this is a good time to tweet in your response on Chris's question. Would you like to, what's this extra point here? No good. No. 9-point game here, 5:40. Now you got to do an onside kick.
You got to go with that miss. You have to go for an onside kick here.
I don't know why. I don't know why we didn't go for 2 there.
Do we have a soccer club at school?
I think we do have a soccer team. We'll be interviewing the soccer coach and the soccer team, senior spotlights in the spring of this year. Not a bad time to get one of those boys on the telephone to see if he'd like to kick a ball through some uprights.
That's right. Hey, or kick the ball downfield.
Yeah, kick the ball. We got a great punter. We need some. There's always things to improve on, and that's certainly something we can improve on. There's no doubt about that. Those are 2 big extra point misses. 28-21 looks a whole lot better than 28-19 right now.
Man, that was big, Chuck. How do you miss that kick? I know the kid's trying as hard as he possibly can.
He is. And I'll tell you, he's kicking a lot better than I could.
Oh,
there's no doubt about it.
Definitely a lot better than
but boy, that's one of those things. And, you talk about the game last week with Martin Westview. They had a great kicking game. Talk about this week with Trinity. We've been doing a whole lot of talk about number 7, Kyle Lakin. Their kicking game has been phenomenal as well. They've got great punts, great kickoffs, great extra point attempts. They're looking good right now, and Trinity's not fooled here. They got look at here, they're not fooled. This is they know what's coming here. They got their good hands guys up on the front line.
All right, let's see what happens here, Chuck.
Yeah, we got it fell on it, and we got a flag for a late hit. He caught the ball, went to his knees. As much as I hate it, that's a good call. Yeah, he was on his knees. I'm
going to disagree there. That ball is still live.
It's not live when he's on his knees.
Brother, look, you're going for the ball. and this is football. This is not flag football. This is contact sport.
Well, and that's a good call. But I think you and I both know from the season we coached the flag football. Flag football is probably a lot more physical than padded football.
Hey, what about this? I hear that we are broadcasting the Pee Wee Football League in Medina tomorrow.
That's exactly right. Guys, check out our webpage. Look me up on Facebook. My name's Chuck Walker in Medina, Tennessee. I'll set you the link up on our page for all of your. If you got a 3rd, 4th, 5th, or 6th grader playing city football in Medina, you can get on Hornet Vision 38355 on YouTube, and you can watch any and every game this year for your kid. All of the band competitions are going to be on there. All of our senior spotlights are going to be on there. We're getting text messages here, and this sounds crazy, but one of our favorite people in town is Kevin Clark, and Kevin's got a daughter who's in 7th grade, and she's on the soccer team. But there was a girl out of Colorado a couple of years ago who went and kicked for a Division I school and was a place kicker. Girls can kick balls and play football just as well as boys can. There's no doubt about it. And let me tell you this. Chris, you and I, our sons are big baseball players. They play football, basketball, and stuff too, but we spend a lot of money on private baseball lessons. We may need to look at kicking lessons.
Oh, hey, I'm telling you, if you want your kid to go to a Division I school, all you got to do is start him as a kicker in about 6th, 7th grade.
That's exactly right. Right. Nice stop here.
Hey, that was one of the few stops for a loss tonight for the Hornet defense.
Absolutely, and that looked like maybe, was that number 89? Was that Walker Gitterman on that? No, I'm sorry, it's 88. That looked like Daniel Fly.
Yeah, Daniel Fly.
Yeah, okay, good call there. As the night goes on, these lights get brighter, these numbers get harder to see. At some point, I'm going to need Dr. Duncan over there and to get some glasses, I'll be honest with you. All right. Oh, wow. Boy, nice block. Let me tell you this. It's a well-coached team.
Ball!
That ball's loose.
That ball is loose.
Give it to him.
The Hornets have that ball.
Yes, sir. Give him the ball.
That is us.
Come on. What's the hold up here? There's no doubt that that's a Hornet ball.
Ball was fumbled on the play.
Oh my
man.
51. That was a loose ball. That was a.
It looked like the Hornets had it. I guess in that scrum. Sometimes the ball will change hands a couple more times. I thought we had it there. It looked to me like we had that ball, but you get a
matter of fact, I think the ref may have taken that out of our hands and put it in number 51's hands.
Maybe it may or may not have happened. Regardless,
that's what happens when you play on the road.
That's 3rd and 11 set up here. Trinity runs the ball up the middle. That's a game. Jay is
just joking, of course.
Of course, joking. Jay, you had a much better angle on that loose ball than we did. I thought South Gibson had it there for a second, but no such luck. 3 minutes and 50 seconds left, down by 9. Looks like we're taking a timeout here. What do you think Trinity's going to do here?
Well, 4th down and 5. The clock stopped. I don't see why they wouldn't just go to the air like they've been doing the whole game.
Yeah.
If I were calling the play right here, I'd call for some little short pass where the receiver comes in and takes out the linebacker, and then they got the sideline. But you never can tell.
It's a 2-possession game right now. If I'm Trinity, I kick the ball.
What are you going to net here? Chances are you're going to kick it
a good 25 yards.
Nah, 10. They're not going to kick that on the corner. They're going to kick it in the end zone.
Put a lineman in there, let him kick it.
Put a lineman in there. That could happen. I got a feeling they're going to go for it. Kyle Aiken still. You think Kyle Aiken punts too? We know he throws the ball. You think he punts?
It's not a bad idea for a quick kick.
Could be, yeah. I think I've seen some players in the NFL do that in the past. Good time for a pick six. So probably, they are going to throw the ball, and he is, oh my Lord. Wow.
Nice play.
Yeah, good play.
Nice play.
Eli Parker had that. It looks like they've been setting that up for a while.
Man, all you can say about this Trinity team is they are really, really good.
They are, guys. It's high school football is one of those things where you're going to, some weeks you're not going to play your best. I feel like that's what happened last week. I don't think we were outclassed. This week, man, we ran into a juggernaut of an offense.
That's exactly right. Last week we didn't play well. There was no question. This week, I don't think that we have played that bad.
No, I don't either.
I just think this team is exceptionally good.
I do too. I don't think. I mean, you got it at some point, guys. And like I've said it before, nobody loves the Hornets more than we do. At some point, you guys start tipping your hat. Nice offense here by Trinity. I think Medina's well prepared. South Gibson's well prepared. Coach Stedham had them. This is a different football team than what you saw last week. 3 minutes 44 seconds left. Down by. You got 2 touchdowns and 2 2-point conversions to get this back right again.
I think the Hornets can hold their head high because I think that this team has a real possibility to win a state championship this year. Hey, and if not this year,
but you can give it to them next year.
Next year, I mean, look, hand the golden football to them immediately.
100%.
Should they even play?
No, I don't even know why Trinity would play the season next year. I don't know why the Tito SAA
would just start making the trophy case.
Exactly. They're a great team, great quarterback. Good job for Trinity, and I can tell you what though, as a South Gibson fan, man, tonight I feel a whole lot better about what we got. You're not going to see many high school quarterbacks like Howard.
No,
you're just not. They don't make them.
Not in West Tennessee. You generally will see this type of quarterback in Florida, Georgia, Texas, California.
Ohio, maybe.
Yeah, some of the bigger states that are better high school football states.
There we go. Oh, Aaron Reed's tripped up in the backfield. Let's get a break. I mean, man, that's an ankle tackle right there. It's not a tackle. He just grabbed his ankle. He grabbed his foot. Aaron's down. Yeah, that's a boy. 3 minutes 39 seconds left. Hornet fans, it's Trinity Christian Academy 35, South Gibson 19.
What do we got?
All right, here we go. 1st and 10, ball on the 17-yard line. They had a couple of bad snaps tonight here, but here comes Hayden. Let's make something happen. It's not a good pass.
Just trying to press there, Chuck.
Yeah, he's throwing on the run. That's tough to do.
Man, I want to give out a shout to a guy that was not able to come tonight, a little bit under the weather. Yeah. Scott Davis. He's generally a huge Hornet fan.
He is. Scott plays, but he's a behind-the-scenes guy. Chris and I get thirsty during the game. Scott goes and gets us water. We get hungry. He gets us food. Last week, I can tell you this right now, my shoes were too tight. I put on the wrong shoes before I came. Scott ran to Hibbett's when we were marking, bought me some new shoes and brought them to me. And that helps the broadcast.
What do you say about the guy? I mean, he's there when you need him.
He is there when you need him. And sometimes I can say, Scott, you need to get here a little faster. But other than those two things, there's not a lot you can say about him. It's a nice deep pass right here. Almost picked off. A little incomplete there. They're trying to feed the ball to number 6, Aaron Reed. But
man, it's just good defense, good coverage. But anyways, going back to Scott, we hope you feel better and get well soon.
Yeah, Scott, get better, and I can tell you, you need to stop eating gas station sushi. That's all I'm going to say, Scott. I mean, at some point, after the 3rd time and then in 2 months of being sick, quit getting the California roll at Texaco. That's all I'm going to say.
Oh, good call, Chuck. Good call.
Here we go.
I mean, I think that is a good call. When you don't eat sushi at a gas station.
That's exactly right. Don't get your oil changed and eat raw fish at the same place. There we go. He just threw that away. That's a smart throw away there. It's going to bring up 3rd and 10. Looks like the blue lights are already out. Chris, you think somebody got arrested or they're setting up for the mass exodus?
I think they're setting up for the mass exodus. Let's go ahead and basically everybody on Trinity sideline needs to go ahead and leave.
That's exactly right. We would like to get home at a decent hour. But the minute we're leaving here, guys, we're going to go see our good friends at the Old Town Spaghetti Store.
You buying tonight, Chuck?
Oh, I'm going to buy. And by buy, I mean I'm probably going to need a loan. But we want to invite everybody out to the Old Town Spaghetti Store this weekend. They got a little Italian and a lot of fun. You can dine inside or outside. They got full-service dining available on the patio and on the covered terrace. Specials this week include Old Town Spaghetti Store's famous prime rib. It's choice Iowa beef. And let me tell you, I'm a prime rib connoisseur. It's really good. You always hear about Old Town Spaghetti Store's prime rib, but it's that good. All right, it comes with your choice of a side item and super salad. Also, the Old Town Spaghetti Store this weekend, it's stuffed with flounder fillets, and seafood stuffing that's baked and is served with a side item soup or salad. The dessert special this week is vanilla creme brulee. And if you don't know what that means they take a torch to it and like heat it up at the end. It's really cool. Old Town Spaghetti Store is on Carriage House Drive in Jackson, Tennessee. It's the place to go and eat.
Man. The last time I was at Old Town Spaghetti Store,
Yeah.
they brought a fork and a knife. I didn't even need it. I said, just give me a spoon because that's what I'm eating my primary with. It's that tender.
That's exactly right. That's 100% right. Every time I go there, I just eat with my hands, and I ain't ashamed to tell you because I want to lick my fingers when I'm done. There's no doubt about it. All right, here, setting up 2nd and 8. Looks like Kyle Aiken's still in the game. 35-19, 2 minutes, 40 seconds left in the game here. The Lions lead.
Man, Chuck, I'll actually be surprised if they go to the air anymore. They control the air.
Why would
but,
you
basically 2 minutes and 23 seconds, and this one's wrapped up.
Yeah, and speaking of wrapped up, if sometime there's too much month left at the end of your money, a good place to go see is Medina Banking Company. As prices rise and service after the sale continues to fall, it's refreshing to have a community bank that still has minimum fees and outstanding customer service. Since 1905, Medina Banking Company has delivered those things to our hometown, right here in Medina. They're locally owned, they're strong, stable, and secure. They got free personal checking, free online banking, free bill pay. You can put your money wherever you need it most. Go on and check out their new location on 329 Old Medina Street. And we say it all the time. Charles King and staff, they're proud supporters.
Oh, yeah.
South Gibson Hornets.
They've done a wonderful job, a tremendous job of helping the new school. That basically there was no school there 5 years ago, Chuck. And Charles King came and he said, "What do y'all need?"
Yeah, absolutely. Put your money in a bank you can trust and with people that are local. It's called Medina Banking Company, people. You live in Medina, put your money there. It only makes sense. And speaking of Medina businesses, another one of our favorites is our man Adam up at Custom Auto Detail. Your automobile is a huge investment, right? If you got a house, trust Southeastern Termite and Pest Control to protect it from termites and pests. If you got a house, trust certified carpet cleaners to clean it. If you got a car, and most people have a couple of them, trust Adam at Custom Auto Detail to clean your car. There's a reason me and Chris don't clean cars. You know why? It's because there's Adam up at Custom Auto Detail. The man does a phenomenal job. You want to keep your car looking like new with Custom Auto Detail. They do it all. They hand wash, complete detail. They shampoo, they wax. They take pride in what they do. They got extended cleanup services, 3 different packages to choose from. They'll save you lots of money. And let me tell you one of the coolest things right now, because there's a lot of fog. This time of the road, it's fall. You got a lot of fog on the road in the mornings. I go to work early every morning. Chris, you're not a morning person, that's for sure.
Man, I struggle in the mornings.
You do struggle in the mornings. One of the things I notice when I get to work about 6:30 is there's a lot of fog on the road. If you run into that problem, you're like me, you're a working man, get your headlights cleaned. They clean headlights there at Custom Auto Detail in the Medina. They provide complete restoration. It's $36, right? How about this? $36 saves you from a wreck, right? Even if you got the best insurance in the world, you got somebody like Baker Moore Insurance, I guarantee your deductible is more than $36. So if you want to save yourself from having an accident, give Adam $36. Have your headlights looking brand new. Go on to pay him a little bit more. Have your car looking like brand new. It's the best price you're going to find. Custom Auto Detail on Main Street, Medina. You can't miss them. Call Adam right now. Call him right now, see if you don't answer. 394-5211. Again, that's 394-5211. All right, Chris, 2 minutes, 14 seconds left here. Trinity looks like they're still in their victory formation here. I guess they're going to pound this one up the middle.
Oh.
They threw it?
Yeah, they did.
Incomplete pass. Clock's going to stop with 2:11 left.
I mean, what was that, Chuck? Was that a little you can't stop me? So
maybe. I was about to say I don't know if we've seen Trinity's backups, but looking at the roster, I don't know if they got backups. Stephen, what did we say? They had 36 people dressed tonight.
That's what I counted.
Yeah, 36. So guys, the fact that number 7 was still in there late in the game, it doesn't mean that they're trying to punch it in and run up the score. It just means there are only a handful of kids that play. Unfortunately for South Gibson fans, they're all pretty good.
They are pretty good.
Jay, from our sideline reporter, looks like he's making his way back up here to the press box. Nice pass here. Good time to put 6 on the board. Jay, as you were down on the sideline and you were running up and down tonight, you made your way back up here to us. I could tell you one of the things that I saw different tonight than I could say last week is we did look much more physical. I mean, you never feel great about a loss, but I do feel like that we played much, much better. We were much better prepared this week than we were last week against Martin Westview.
I agree, and you're going up against a team that runs a unique offense that you're not going to go up against a lot. So I mean, if you don't go up against it, and you don't practice against this type of offense, hey, you're probably not going to play that great against it. But you know what? At the end of the day, sure, they put a few points on the board.
Yeah.
But all in all, I think the guys really gave their all and put forth a lot of effort tonight.
Yeah.
Missed a few tackles here and there. Trinity really, at the end of the day, at the end of this ball game, you look back on it and you think, gosh, what could we have done differently? Well, you know what they did? They made some adjustments defensively. And that misdirection play that worked well in the first half has not worked in the second half.
They've just made adjustments, man. It's a well-coached team. Coach Stedham's one of the best coaches in our area, but let me tell you what, Trinity's a well-coached team, too. There's no doubt about it. Head coach Blake Butler, he's in his third year here. He's a real deal, too. Two good coach teams, well-played game. Tip your hat to Trinity tonight. Tip your hat to a guy that stands out as we make our player of the game tonight. I think you got to put it at number 7, Kyle Aiken. I believe he receives the Golden Rose.
I think that's a very good choice. Wish the ending score was going to be on a little flip-flop. But, again, hey, what you're seeing now, seeing some younger players getting in. You've got a different quarterback in the ballgame
right now. It's Colton Lowry.
Doing an excellent job. Hey, throwing the football.
Yeah, you can't replicate this in practice, guys. We've had a couple of bad snaps tonight. It's a nice pass right there.
Absolutely. On the run. Had some good zip.
It is. That's Chris Calderon. Chris is going to make that play a lot. It's late in the ball game. It's been a long night.
Tyler, what's his name?
Colton Lowry.
He has got a cannon choke.
He does. Threw that on the run. He zipped it down there. I like him. I like
I think the future looks bright. Yeah, I mean, because he just threw that on the run, like you said, and I mean, he almost took the guy's hands off.
Yeah. Not only does the future looks bright, next week looks bright, guys. Do not rest. Do not give up. Do not quit watching your South Gibson Hornets. This team came out firing on all cylinders. You run into a juggernaut team like Trinity's hard to prepare for. It's tough to replicate that in practice. There's only a handful of kids around that can throw a ball like Kyle Aiken. You don't have that on your practice squad going up against your number one defense during the week, right? That's just not going to happen. All right? 45 seconds left. Ball's turned over. Trinity's going to take the ball. They're probably just going to take a knee here, I would imagine. They're in the victory formation. Kyle's going to drop down, take a knee. You're going to hear a lot of cheering for Trinity. We're going to talk more when this game's over. We're going to have a little post-game talk.
Well, the thing that you can say is that, South Gibson did not play bad.
No, not at all. Not at all. It wasn't a bad game. The team was prepared. This style of offense is tough to prepare for. I felt like we did a lot of good things on offense. I really do.
Well, and hey, guys, this Trinity team is full of athletes. Yeah. You're not playing a common smaller school. You're playing with a darn good quarterback, two good running backs, some receivers that run great routes, and defensively, they don't make a ton of mistakes.
Yeah.
So, hey, this is an excellent football team. They're going to beat teams no matter whether it's single, double, AAA, 4A, whatever. They can be they're an excellent team.
Well, and we're going to talk some more, but before we start talking, guys, I want to introduce y'all to somebody before you turn your computers off. We talked a little bit earlier about Hornet Vision on the YouTube channel and the upcoming website here, where we're going to have all things Medina. Somebody I want you guys to hear from right now is the guy that's going to bring you, or one half of the people that are going to bring you your Medina City Football League's games tomorrow, your minor and your major tackle games. I want you guys to talk to one of our favorite people and the executive producer at Hornet Vision right now. Guys, I want you to talk to my man Iceberg. This is Jake Seals, and Iceberg, you'll be bringing the play-by-play tomorrow during the game, right? There in Medina. You excited about that?
Yes, sir. Me and my good friend Drake Rowans.
Yeah, Drake's a great guy. Drake's a football player. He's going to bring a lot of insight to it. And I can tell you, I'm going to be honest with you, my kid's in 5th grade. His name's Will Walker, right? He plays, he's an outside linebacker, and he's a tight end for the Eagles, right? So I want you to make sure he wears number 52. He's going to be wearing green. I'll make sure you point him out to the fans at home tomorrow night on our Hornet Vision channel. But tell them a little bit about what we got coming up this year. We're going to cover all the City League football games. We're going to cover the basketball games. You're going to do the Medina Middle School games for us as well. You and Drake aren't you, on Tuesday nights? You guys are going to be able to help us out there. So it's going to be a lot of cool things on this channel and on this website as the weeks and months grow on. We're going to have, if it has to do with Medina, Iceberg, it's going to have to do with right here with HornetVision.com, and that's where you can get all your information. Is that right?
Absolutely. It'll be all up on Hornet Vision
38355 or zip code there. That's right.
And it'll be on our YouTube channel.
That's right. And guys, one of the things that I like most about this is working with our younger people. Jake is he's a senior at South Gibson High School, right? I wish that there was things like this that were around when I was younger, right? I don't even know if we had electricity back then, but if we did, this would have been a cool thing. So Jake's been helping us, man. He's so instrumental in getting Chris and I and Jay and Steven set up every week. Another guy who's always behind the scenes. He does all our technical stuff for us. That's Big Red. That's Luke Smith in the back. There's a lot of people that go into this that help us out, and we're excited to bring you this community service as time goes on. Luke's going to bring us all of our band competitions, our concert, or jazz band, anything like that. Luke's going to bring to us. One of the things tomorrow that's going to be cool is watching the younger kids out there and the mistakes and stuff that they make. And I'm too close to it. Having a kid that plays, I'm too close to it to commentate on it. But I'll be there to help you and assist you like you do us, Iceberg. What are you looking forward to tomorrow, man? It's I know right now you help the high school team a lot doing their recording, their video stuff. But it's going to be kind of nice to just sit back and watch the little kids run around the field, isn't it?
It'll be interesting to see the future of SGC out there playing on the field, because you never know if that little kid you see running across the field is going to be doing the same thing out here on game day. Well, that's
a good call. And again, I'd like you guys to remember for the Eagles tomorrow, number 52. That's Will Walker. Chris, what number is Parker Smith for the Patriots? Parker hadn't got a jersey yet, but as soon as they give him a jersey tomorrow,
I really don't know.
Well, we don't know. He'll be wearing red. He's pretty quick. We're excited to bring the games to you. We're going to have a lot more information as time goes on. Again, we remind you to check out our YouTube channel. It's Hornet Vision 38355. Check it out. If you can't find it, send me a friend request on Facebook. My name's Chuck Walker in Medina. Easy to find me. I'll link you right up to it. I tell you what, Jay, tonight, come up here for a second, Jay. Iceberg, we're going to see you tomorrow, brother.
Right,
Can't wait.
Thank you.
Tough loss tonight, and I want to win every game. There's no doubt about it. I want to win every game, but don't you feel like it's such a better effort tonight versus what it was last week in a game that we were physically manhandled a lot? I didn't feel that way tonight. I just feel like we ran into a juggernaut.
I agree. The team's effort was there. There are a few things that could have improved. Obviously,
Sure.
We've talked about the tackling on a few situations. I thought the adjustments made were great adjustments for the team, and thought they did a fine job. But they need to build upon this game, because hey, this is a situation where you're playing against a team that you're not going to run up against again the rest of the season.
Yeah.
That spreads you out like Trinity does. That slings the ball around the field like Trinity does, and plus, once they get you spread out, they run it up the gut and they kind of gas you there. So most teams are going to be one-dimensional.
Yeah.
This is a great opportunity for this team to see an offense like that, because they may run into this in the next couple of years. These young players got to see something of this nature. So even though there might be a loss in the win-loss column, they can take a lot of this experience tonight and go forward with future ball games.
Yeah, I agree with that, guys. Stay tuned for next week. I'm excited to talk to Coach Stedham at next week's Coach's Corner and to see how his feelings are about this game. I think that there's going to be a lot of positives to take out of this. We'll see it again next week, same time, same place. Remind everybody to check out our archived information at HornetVision.com or HornetVision38355 on the YouTube channel and soon to be HornetVision.com. For Chuck Walker, Chris Smith, Stephen Rich, Jay Tubbs, Iceberg, Big Red, all the people back home that make this possible, we're signing off. Have a great evening.